just remember that. We gon' search the whole world, oh yeah, oh yeah, 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 oh, 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 oh. Tell them you know, oh yeah, yeah, just tell them you know, oh. Rounding up the book to read, I gotta get them all looking overseas, and you know it, and you know it, yeah. Rounding up the, rounding up the, rounding up the, rounding up the, yeah. Rounding up the book to read, I gotta get them all looking overseas, and you know it, and you know it. Reading through the law to see, I gotta dot the I's, even cross the T's, and you know it, and you know it. Praying to the Lord, have mercy, mercy. Show me where you wanna go first, you know. Oh yeah, while I'm teaching to the people that's thirsty, thirsty, searching for the truth that's hidden, you know. The mouth from my lips when I'm show me where you wanna go next, you know, right away. If you lost and you don't know where the truth at, looking all around but you don't know where to go. Well, we gon' show you the way. Okay, let me read the line. Line it up, standing back to back. Deacon 9 times, doctrine killer, hater stepping back. Captain Joel from the book, yeah, the prophet's back. Officer Ahim, yeah, that's Pepper Black. Officer LaCroix, yeah, from way back. Minister of knowledge, officer, just remember that. We gon' search the whole world, oh yeah, oh yeah, 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 oh, 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 oh. Tell them you know. Tell them you know, oh yeah. Rounding up the book to read, I gotta get them all looking overseas, and you know it, and you know it, yeah. Rounding up the, rounding up the, rounding up the, rounding up the, yeah. Rounding up the book to read, I gotta get them all looking overseas, and you know it, and you know it, yeah. Reading through the law to see, I gotta dot the I's, even cross the T's, and you know it, and you know it. Praying to the Lord, have mercy, mercy. Show me where you wanna go first, you know. Oh yeah, while I'm teaching to the people that's thirsty, thirsty, searching for the truth that's hidden, you know. Oh yeah, speak through the mouth from my lips when I'm show me where you wanna go next, you know, right away. If you lost and you don't know where the truth at, looking all around but you don't know where to go. Well, we gon' show you the way. Okay, let me read the line. Line it up, standing back to back. Deacon 9 times, doctrine killer, hater stepping back. Captain Joel from the book, yeah, the prophet's back. Officer Ahim, yeah, that's Pepper Black. Officer LaCroix, yeah, from way back. Minister of knowledge, officer, just remember that. We gon' search the whole world, oh yeah, oh yeah, 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 oh, 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 oh. Tell them you know. Oh yeah, yeah. Just tell them you know. Oh yeah. Rounding up the book to read, I gotta get them all looking overseas, and you know it, and you know it, yeah. Rounding up the, yeah. Rounding up the book to read, I gotta get them all looking overseas, and you know it, and you know it, yeah. Reading through the law to see, I gotta dot the I's, even cross the T's, and you know it, and you know it. Praying to the Lord, have mercy, mercy. Show me where you wanna go first, you know. Oh yeah. While I'm teaching to the people that's thirsty, searching for the truth that's hidden, you know. Oh yeah. Speak through the mouth from my lips when I show me where you wanna go next, you know. Right away. If you lost and you don't know where the truth at, looking all around but you don't know where to go. Well, we gon' show you the way. Okay, let me read the line. Line it up, send it back to back. Deacon 9 times, doctrine killer, hater stepping back. Captain Joel from the book, yeah, the prophet's back. Officer Ahim, yeah, that's Pepper Black. Officer LaCroix, yeah, from way back. Minister of knowledge, officer, just remember that. We gon' search the whole world, oh yeah, oh yeah, 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 oh, 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 oh. Tell them you know. Oh yeah, yeah. Just tell them you know. Oh yeah. Rounding up the book to read, I gotta get them all looking overseas, and you know it. Rounding up the, yeah. Rounding up the book to read, I gotta get them all looking overseas, and you know it, and you know it, yeah. Reading through the law to see, I gotta dot the I's, even cross the T's, and you know it, and you know it. Praying to the Lord, have mercy, mercy. Show me where you wanna go first, you know. Oh yeah. While I'm teaching to the people that's thirsty, searching for the truth that's hidden, you know. Oh yeah. Speak through the mouth from my lips when I show me where you wanna go next, you know. Right away. If you lost and you don't know where the truth at, looking all around but you don't know where to go. Well, we gon' show you the way. Okay, let me read the line. Line it up, send it back to back. Deacon 9 times, doctrine killer, hater stepping back. Captain Joel from the book, yeah, the prophet's back. Officer Ahim, yeah, that's Pepper Black. Officer LaCroix, yeah, from way back. Minister of knowledge, officer, just remember that. We gon' search the whole world, oh yeah, oh yeah, 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 oh, 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 oh. Tell them you know, oh yeah, yeah, just tell them you know, oh yeah. Rounding up the book to read, I gotta get them all looking overseas, and you know it, and you know it, yeah. Rounding up the, yeah. Rounding up the book to read, I gotta get them all looking overseas, and you know it. law to see. I gotta dot the I's, even cross the T's, and you know it, and you know it. Praying to the Lord, have mercy, mercy. Show me where you wanna go first, you know. Oh yeah. While I'm teaching to the people that's thirsty, searching for the truth that's hidden, you know. The mouth from my lips when I'm show me where you wanna go next, you know right away. If you lost and you don't know where the truth at, looking all around but you don't know where to go. Well, we gon' show you the way. Okay, let me read the line. Line it up, send it back to back. Deacon 9 on, doctrine killer, hater stepping back. Captain Joel from the book, yeah, the prophet's back. Officer Angie, yeah, that's Pepper Black. Officer LaCroix, yeah, from way back. Minister of knowledge, officer, just remember that. We gon' search the whole world, oh yeah, oh yeah, 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 oh, 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 oh. Tell them you know. Oh yeah, just tell them you know. Oh yeah. Rounding up the book to read, I gotta get them all looking overseas, and you know it. Rounding up the, yeah. Rounding up the book to read, I gotta get them all looking overseas, and you know it, and you know it, yeah. Reading through the law to see, I gotta dot the I's, even cross the T's, and you know it, and you know it. Praying to the Lord, have mercy, mercy. Show me where you wanna go first, you know. Oh yeah. While I'm teaching to the people that's thirsty, searching for the truth that's hidden, you know. Oh yeah. Speak through the mouth from my lips when I'm show me where you wanna go next, you know right away. If you lost and you don't know where the truth at, looking all around but you don't know where to go. Well, we gon' show you the way. Okay, let me read the line. Line it up, send it back to back. Deacon 9 on, doctrine killer, hater stepping back. Captain Joel from the book, yeah, the prophet's back. Officer Angie, yeah, that's Pepper Black. Officer LaCroix, yeah, from way back. Minister of knowledge, officer, just remember that. We gon' search the whole world, oh yeah, oh yeah, 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 oh, 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 oh. Tell them you know. Oh yeah, just tell them you know. Oh yeah. Rounding up the book to read, I gotta get them all looking overseas, and you know it. Rounding up the, yeah. Rounding up the book to read, I gotta get them all looking overseas, and you know it, and you know it, yeah. Reading through the law to see, I gotta dot the I's, even cross the T's, and you know it, and you know it. Praying to the Lord, have mercy, mercy. Show me where you wanna go first, you know. Oh yeah. While I'm teaching to the people that's thirsty, searching for the truth that's hidden, you know. Oh from my lips when I'm show me where you wanna go next, you know right away. If you lost and you don't know where the truth is, looking all around but you don't know where to go. Well, we gon' show you the way. Okay, let me read the line. Line it up, standing back to back. Taking 9 times. Doctrine killer, hater stepping back. Captain Joel from the book. Yeah, the prophet's back. Officer Ahim. Yeah, that's Pepper Black. Officer LaCroix. Yeah, from way back. Minister of knowledge. Officer, just remember that. We gon' search the whole world. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, oh. Oh, oh. Tell them you know. Oh yeah, just tell them you know. Oh yeah, rounding up the book to read, I gotta get them all looking overseas, and you know it. Rounding up the, yeah. Rounding up the book to read, I gotta get them all looking overseas, and you know it, yeah. Reading through the law to see, I gotta dot the I's, even cross the T's, and you know it, praying to the Lord, have mercy. Show me where you wanna go first, you know. Oh yeah. While I'm teaching to the people that's thirsty, searching for the truth that's hidden, you know. Oh yeah. Speak through the mouth from my lips when I'm show me where you wanna go next, you know right away. If you lost and you don't know where the truth is, looking all around but you don't know where to go. Well, we gon' show you the way. Okay, let me read the line. Line it up, standing back to back. Taking 9 times. Doctrine killer, hater stepping back. Captain Joel from the book. Yeah, the prophet's back. Officer Ahim. Yeah, that's Pepper Black. Officer LaCroix. Yeah, from way back. Minister of knowledge. Officer, just remember that. We gon' search the whole world. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, oh. Oh, oh. Tell them you know. Oh yeah, just tell them you know. Oh yeah, rounding up the book to read, I gotta get them all looking overseas, and you know it. Rounding up the, yeah. Rounding up the book to read, I gotta get them all looking overseas, and you know it, yeah. Reading through the law to see, I gotta dot the I's, even cross the T's, and you know it. Praying to the Lord, have mercy. Show me where you wanna go first, you know. Oh yeah. While I'm teaching to the people that's thirsty, searching for the truth that's hidden, you know. Oh yeah. Speak through the mouth from my lips when I'm show me where you wanna go next, you know right away. If you lost and you don't know where the truth is, looking all around but you don't know where to go. Well, we gon' show you the way. Okay, let me read the line. Line it up, send it back to back. Deacon 9 times, doctrine killer, hater stepping back. Captain Joel from the book, yeah, the proper's back. Officer Ahim, yeah, that's Pepper Black. Officer LaCroix, yeah, from way back. Minister of knowledge, officer, just remember that. We gon' search the whole world, oh yeah, oh yeah, 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 oh, 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 oh. Tell them you know. Tell them you know, oh yeah. Rounding up the book to read, I gotta get them all looking overseas, and you know it, and you know it, yeah. Rounding up the, yeah. Rounding up the book to read, I gotta get them all looking overseas, and you know it, and you know it, yeah. Reading through the law to see, I gotta dot the I's, even cross the T's, and you know it, and you know it. Praying to the Lord, have mercy. Show me where you wanna go first, you know. Oh yeah. While I'm teaching to the people.
Hey, shalom, welcome to Our Hidden History Radio. Shalom. So early for no reason. Anyway,
I was early in this
that was
one?
mad early, man.
Gabby wasn't on time, man.
Yeah, it was terrible.
You don't got nothing to say. You just came back from quarantine.
Oh,
Yo, Bane looking self.
Hey, hey, all praises, I'm back, man. All praises.
Yeah, I'm glad you back too.
Thanks, Cap, man. What's the hostility, Cap?
Something about your face.
Oh my gosh, man.
I don't know what's the hair, but
It is a
Oh,
hit.
here you go, my man. Breather over here.
So we back, man. Our Hidden History
Patient
Radio. We
lungs.
back. Sorry for the. We're back. Sorry for last week. We didn't come on last week, but we're back this week. We're in chapter 21 now.
Yes, sir.
Chapter 21. We're still doing Rise of the Moors, but before we go into that, I wanted to share something with y'all because I know 2 weeks ago I had made mention of Negro land, and I had made mention of Mauritania, land of the blacks, and how they're tied together. And I wanted to get everything in order first. So I want to get the Negro land map first to show y'all that we have pretty much all of West Africa, pretty much the whole damn western region and central region. We had it to ourselves, which is why most of the slaves were taken from those areas. Yeah, give me that old map, Negro land map first. This is the 1800s one, I believe, or 1700s. Blow it up
17.
some? Yeah, 17 something. Right. So you see the top, we got a little higher resolution now, so hopefully you guys can see it a lot more clearer now. So you see here, blow up a little bit more.
Looks good.
Yeah, blow up some more. There we go. Then just bring it in some, so we can get there. Yeah, right there, yep. So you see Negro land all on top there. That's the top. It goes from all the way from, like, pretty much from like Libya all the way over, from Jerusalem all the way over. Borno Lake, Zamfara, desert. So you see Negro land, right? Look at it over there. Move it over. I'm trying to see a land that's familiar to me. Blow it up some. Zoom in now. Zoom in. Right there. See Senegal to the left. Circle it, please. You got Timbuktu or Tombut. I think it's the same thing. Blow it up some more, zoom in some more. So you see Senegal right there. Senegal is right there. Go down to the bottom, see Gambia right there. Gambia, go down some. What's that say right there in the bottom of it? Blow it up some more. As far as you can go? Yes, sir. Okay, you got Mendinga and Mendinga.
Yeah, that's Timbuktu up top.
Timbuktu up top, right. Timbuktu up top. Mali. Okay, Mali right there. Okay, go down some more. Okay, so Mali, you have right there, go down some. And you have the Grain Coast. Okay, so it stops. So you see it stops there. So it stops where Mali is, right? So give me a modern map now. So that's Negro land up top, right? And that's, yeah, blow it up now. Zoom into that one. Remember, the Maghreb, that's all Negro land pretty much. Blow it up, blow it up, blow it up. Yep. See, you got Algeria there, Mauritania to the left. You got Mali right there. It's the same place, same region, same thing. Negro land, Mauritania, which is land of the blacks, is the same region, same exact place.
They also got part of Libya too.
And they got part of Libya as well, right? Because remember, Israel Carthage established their settlement from Libya all the way across. Okay? It's called Leptis Magna. Where Hannibal's family's from, where Septimius Severus' family is from, the same people. And we had colonized or gained power pretty much from Libya all the way over to Mauritania, all the way to Mali and all of that's all Negro land. Negro land. Mauritania means what? Land of the blacks. Mordai, land of the Morai. Land of the Moors. So the Romans called it Mauritania. Okay? Give me another map. Is there more? You see Nigeria on the bottom, Nigeria on the bottom? Or Nigeria, that's what it's really called. Not really Nigeria at all, but... Okay, yeah. Blow it up some more if you can. Okay, you got Benin over there to the left. Now go back over as far as Benin goes. Oh damn. Okay, move back some. Okay, okay, look at Benin right there. Right, see Benin? Go back out. Go to Negro land again. Go to Negro land again. And go down to Grain Coast. Do the bottom part. See Grain Coast? Now move it over to the right. You're gonna see Gold Coast. See Gold Coast there? Right? Now move it over again. You see, zoom into that. Can you zoom into that? Slave Coast? Okay, that's Slave Coast. Move it over. Benin. See that?
Right.
And you see Kingdom of Whiter on the bottom. It should say it on there.
Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah, circle that. It says Kingdom of Whiter right there.
Right under
see,
Slave
right
Coast.
Right under Slave Coast. Whiter, that's Judah. Kingdom of Judah, Whiter, right there. Slave Coast. So that's what they were selling. They were selling us from these areas.
That's where I was taken from. I was brought over here from the ships.
Yeah.
Jez was already on the side of the what?
Yeah, I agree with it.
And Levi came from Benin too.
No, yes, Levi came from Benin.
Levi.
Yes, Levi came from Benin as well, yes. Yes, they did. So I'm showing y'all the connection, okay? So you have...
I love you.
So you have Negro land and Mauritania, the Maghreb. Negro land is the same place. Negro land, go to, what is it? That's pretty much it. That was the connection I was showing y'all, right? It's all linked together. It's all the same place. The Israelites, Mauritania, Negro land, it's the same people, same region, same place, all right? I'm just connecting the dots for y'all.
Shout out to the IT team for the clarity and
Quality,
and the map.
yes.
Yeah,
all praise.
Good job, man. You guys are doing a good
Stepping
job.
it up.
Get better and
Also,
better.
let's get the likes up. Israel's 400 watchers. Let's get the likes up, all right?
Also, I want to thank y'all. I told y'all before. Y'all assisted us buying these books. This book right here. All right. This is Babylon Timbuktu Part 2. It's called Judea, Trembles in the Rome by Rudolph R. Windsor. Okay. This is the book with Spartacus in it. So if you want to try to get it, you can get it. This is the book that shows the image of Spartacus as a black man. This is from y'all contributions. We want to thank you. It finally came.
All praises.
All right, so I will show this book because y'all bought it. This is y'all book. So Judea, Trembles in the Rome by Rudolph R. Windsor.
Can we afford that, D?
Now, I mean, once everybody buy it, I don't know after everybody gets it.
Damn.
And you have here.
Can I borrow a D?
Oh, okay. Then you had this book right here called Jews, Visigoths, and Muslims in Medieval Spain. Cooperation and Conflict by A.M. Roth. This book is very expensive.
Wow.
It's like almost 300 bills. So you try to get this one. I don't know if you're going to get this either. It's like very hard to get. But we got it.
But you guys got it first.
Right.
We
right.
all got it collectively.
Right, you all got
All
it.
praise to the Most High. That's unity. That's called teamwork.
Right. I didn't buy it for me. I bought it for y'all. All right? So I will be using this. So this book, again, is called Jews, Visigoths, and Muslims in Medieval Spain. Cooperation and Conflict by A.M. Roth Brill Books. Okay, Brill books. All right, these are the two I got. All right, so now let's get into it. We left off from the history of the Jews in Spain, I believe. The Visigoths. The Visigoths were the Edomites that reigned over us in Spain prior to the conquest. So we're gonna go to history of the Jews. Wikipedia, history of the Jews. I hope this is it. Visigothic rule starts at. I think we were here 2 weeks ago. I'm going to start from here again. Let's just say Visigothic rule. Just type in find in page. Go to find in page and type in Visigothic rule. Okay, so we're starting over again from 2 weeks ago. So I'm trying to give y'all a refresher. Okay, Visigothic rule, repression. Okay, that gotta be it. And we should end at nobility. So type in nobility. See what nobility is, so we can know where to stop at. Type in nobility, so we'll know where to stop at. Then just scroll back up. Okay, is it stop at nobility? No, there should be a period at the end of it. That's it? Okay, so scroll up. Visigothic rule. Oh, damn.
Nah, I seen it, the first nobility. I seen
go
it.
to the first one. It can't be that far. It can't be that far up. Type it again, nobility again.
Right there.
Right there. Okay, go up.
Right here.
Right here. Yep, there we go. That's where we stop at. Start there, end there. Start it there and then end it with nobility.
Yes, sir. Visigoth rule, repression, and forced conversions, 5th century to 711 A.D. Barbarian invasions brought most of the Iberian Peninsula under Visigothic rule by the early 5th century, other than in their contempt for Catholics who reminded them of the Romans.
So these Edomites had a different Christianity ideology from Rome. It was the same as the Catholic Church, but they felt they had slight differences. It's the same ideology, but with slight differences. So they had an issue with the ideology of the Romans. The Roman Catholic or Roman Empire's Catholic doctrine, they had their own version of it. So they were against it in a way. These are Romans also. But I'll get to that later. Go ahead.
The Visigoths did not generally take much of an interest in the religious creed within their kingdom. It wasn't until 506 when Alaric II, 484 to 507, published his Breviarium Alicranium, wherein he adopted the laws of the oust Romans, that a Visigothic king concerned himself with the Jews. The tides turned even more dramatically following the conversion of the Visigothic royal family under Ricard from Arianism to Catholicism in 587. In their desire to consolidate the realm under the new religion, the Visigoths adopted an aggressive policy concerning the Jews, as the king and the church acted in a single interest.
Right, it was saying the church and state were equal. Church and state were in one accord. There was no separation between church and state. The church ruled the state at this time. Go ahead.
The situation for the Jews deteriorated. Ricard approved the Third Council of Toledo's move in 589 to forcibly baptize the children of mixed marriages between Jews and Christians.
Mixed marriages means black men and white women. Mixed marriages means you had Edomite Christians and you had Jake Israelites, Jake Jews, mingling themselves with white women. Go ahead.
Toledo III also forbade Jews from holding public office, from having intercourse with Christian women,
White women.
and from performing circumcisions on slaves or Christians.
Because we were converting Edomites over. During this, we was in Spain, Israel had a habit, wherever we were, we had a habit of converting people over. 'Cause remember, living in these lands, we believed as a people, if everyone in the land follows the same thing, there's no confusion. We did it when we was among the Arabs. They followed behind us. We converted them. When we fled to the Khazarian Mountains, Caucasus Mountains, the Edomites over there, we converted them. They became Jewish people today. These people here that were converted, Christians, Edomites that were converted here, became the Sephardic Jews. These are the ones that became the conquistadors. These are the ones that sold us into slavery eventually. The same ones we converted are the ones who eventually assumed their identity and sold us off. The Arabs did it when we converted them, sold us off. and assume their identity. They say they're the chosen people. That's what Islam says, that Muhammad was a prophet and the Arabs were chosen by Abraham, not Isaac. They teach that. So Israel had a habit. We read it earlier before. Israel had a peculiar compassion for the enemy.
Right.
Deacon,
Yeah.
this happened during the Persian captivity after we slaughtered thousands and thousands of the other nations. Remember, they said they converted to the Jews. The religion,
Out of fear.
out of fear, and then also under John Hyrcanus.
Yep.
When he conquered Idumea, he forcefully converted them. That's when the Herodian dynasty came from.
Right.
So history keeps on repeating
Right.
itself.
Israel did convert when we were the dominating class. We would dominate. You followed our rules, I got put to death. But there were instances where when Israel was colonized or in captivity, we conducted ourselves so well, we won people over. They wanted to learn and follow us, so we let them. We allowed it. But some Israelites, and I'm going to show y'all later on, some Israelites saw the danger in this. They said, listen, stop teaching these people this stuff. Because they saw the danger in it. But most of us messed around with the white woman, got the white nectar. Oh, God, the white woman. They couldn't resist themselves.
Yep.
So right, exactly. So what ended up happening is these same people that we converted over ended up assuming our identity and sold us out of the land into captivity and became Sephardic Jews today and conquistadors. That's them. And had us as slaves. Read on.
Still, Ricard was not entirely successful in his campaigns. Not all Visigoth Aryans had converted to Catholicism.
Right, not all of them converted. Remember, this king went back to the Roman Catholicism. He went back to it. The kings before him were against it. He reverted back to it and tried to convert them back to the Roman Catholic, the original faith. He tried to revert them back to their original Roman Empire faith or Catholic faith. Go ahead.
The unconverted were true allies of the Jews.
Right, the unconverted Edomites or heathens were allies because they were being persecuted also for their ideology. So we had heathen allies as well during this time. Go ahead.
Oppressed like themselves.
Right, religiously. Go ahead.
And Jews received some protection from Arian bishops and the independent Visigothic nobility.
Right, so we gained some kind of mercy among our enemies during this time. But after a while, it's all getting worse. All right? So let's see. Nobility. We're going to start wow, and we're going to start wow. We're going to end at Spain. It says wow there. Wow what?
While the policies of subsequent kings Luva the second, 601 to 604, Witteric, the 603 to 610.
It's Roderick?
Witteric.
Roderick, okay, go ahead.
603 to 610, and Gadumer, 610 to 612, are unknown to us. Sizabat, 612 to 620, embarked on Ricard's course with renewed vigor. Soon after upholding the edict of compulsory baptism for children of mixed marriages, Sizabat instituted what was to become a recurring phenomenon in Spanish official policy, and issuing the first edict against the Jews of expulsion from Spain. Following his 613 decree that the Jews either convert or be expelled, some fled to Gaul and North Africa.
Some fled to where?
To Gaul and North Africa.
Some fled to Gaul and North Africa, the Jews. Go ahead.
While as many as 90,000 converted. Many of these conversos, as did those of later periods, maintained their Jewish identities in secret.
Right, so they became what you know as crypto Jews, false Jews. Go ahead. False Christians. Go ahead.
During the more tolerant reign of Centilla, 621 to 631, however, most of the conversos returned to Judaism, and a number of the exiles returned to Spain.
Right, because remember, this king was more passive. So the Israelites were able to pretty much maintain their identity and their customs under this king's reign. And the Jews who fled out of there, a lot of them returned back under this passive king. Read that there in 633, and then we're going to stop at crypto Jude, and we're going to stop at New Christians. Go ahead.
In 633, the Fourth Council of Toledo, while taking a stance in opposition to compulsory baptism, convened to address the problem of crypto-Judaism. It was decided that if a professed Christian were determined to be a practicing Jew, his or her children were to be taken away to be raised in monasteries.
Wow. So if you got caught observing true Judaism or the true Christian faith, your children were taken away from you and were raised in monasteries.
That sounds like the Carlisle Institute.
Yeah, Carlisle Institute and Hampton University. Same exact thing. Go ahead.
or trusted Christian households.
Or trusted, oh man, or trusted white or Edomite households. Get Deuteronomy 28.
Oh, dang, Deacon.
Deuteronomy
I was just going there.
28.
You see, we could, Deacon, that's the spirit of Judah.
Oh, it's right. Oh, praise the Lord. Oh, praises. It's all right, Cat. It's all right, Officer Jess.
Like, it's like spirit is connecting right here, but
Yeah.
across the room, it's like a block, a wall of
A wall of
a
confusion.
voodoo wall.
Oh.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, I know.
I did not say anything. I love you, man.
Sorry.
Oh, so see, now you throw it at me. You didn't say anything, but you see you love me, so that means you're throwing it at me. Okay. Judah do voodoo too.
We did do in Africa.
You did.
Louisiana, right across the
Yeah,
far.
it did.
Come on, man.
New Orleans, all
Yeah,
that.
right there, Cap. Come
New
on.
Orleans.
We're going to have a conversation after the show.
You
So.
can't help it.
28, 32.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 32.
That was short-lived, man.
I'm sorry. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people,
To a Christian household. Go ahead.
and thy eyes shall look and fill with longing for them all the day long. And there shall be no might in thy hand.
Go ahead. For 41.
41. Thou shalt begot sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them, for they shall go into
So
captivity.
these curses are not one time. You got these people, these apologetics. Yeah, that happened already. These curses are reoccurring. It's not one time. I don't understand these people in Christianity, man. It's slow. These curses happen numerous times, for generation behind generation behind generation, repetitively. All right? So we're reading about this happening in Spain. All right? Continue.
Thou shalt begot sons and
No,
daughters.
that's all. No. Go ahead and continue, Jess. Thanks.
Yes, sir. Trusted Christian households. The council further directed that all who had reverted to Judaism during the reign of Swintilla had to return to Christianity.
Wow.
The trend toward intolerance continued with the accent of Chintilla, 636 to 639.
So we had ups and downs. Some kings gave us some liberty to be Jews. Some was like, nah, you got to be Catholic or get up out of here. So it was like ups and downs with us in Spain under the kings. Go ahead.
He directed the Sixth Council of Toledo to order that only Catholics could remain in the kingdom. And taking an unusual step further, Chintilla excommunicated in advance any of his successors who did not act in accordance with his anti-Jewish edicts.
Wow.
Again, many converted while others chose exile. Did you want to keep reading?
And then new Christians.
Yes, sir. And yet, the problem continued. The Eighth Council of Toledo in 653 again tackled the issue of Jews within the realm. Further measures at this time included the forbidding of all Jewish rites, including circumcision.
Wow. Wait. The forbidding of what?
The forbidding of all Jewish rites.
The forbidding of all Jewish rites. We don't get that soon, the Maccabees. Of all Jewish, I'm sorry. Of all Jewish rites, I'm sorry.
Yo, I didn't say it. I just flipped the page, and I think it says,
We're going to get it.
we gonna get it. I was just flipping, just getting ready for you, D.
All praises, man.
Remember, Deacon, he give us a little.
Yo, he took it to the next level, Professor X. He was like,
Oh,
this. Yo,
man.
like, Christ was able to read spirits.
Right.
Deacon just did that to me.
Oh,
He
man.
He did that twice in a row. Deacon, you have elevated to new levels.
All right. Oh, thank you, God. Thank you,
Yo,
God.
after class, my hands gonna go straight up on that head like this. Spirit transference.
Yeah, read it. We got.
Oh, man. Further measures at this time included the forbidding of all Jewish rites, including circumcision and the observation of the Shabbat.
Wow, the observations. They banned circumcision and they banned the Sabbath. Go ahead.
And all converted Jews had to promise to put to death, either by burning or by stoning,
Killing us. Go ahead.
any of their brethren known to have relapsed to Judaism.
Wow, so they were told to kill their own brothers, and they relapsed to Judaism by law under these guys.
Oh, let me read that. I'm sorry. Let me read it again. I chopped that up, Deacon.
Okay, God.
And all converted Jews had to promise to put to death either by burning or by stoning any of their brethren known to have relapsed to Judaism.
Okay.
The council was aware that prior efforts had been frustrated by lack of compliance
Right. The kings were really passive. They didn't care much about that stuff. Go ahead.
among authorities on the local level. Therefore, anyone, including nobles and clergy, found to have aided Jews in the practice of Judaism were to be punished by seizure of 1/4 of their property and excommunication.
Wow. Go ahead. So any allies we had, Edom of any kind, they got punished too. Go ahead.
These efforts again proved unsuccessful. The Jewish population remained sufficiently sizable as to prompt Wamba, 672 to 680, to issue limited expulsion orders against them, and the reign of Erwig, 680 to 687.
Erwig was horrible. Go ahead.
Also seemed vexed by the issue.
Yep. These are worse. Go ahead.
The 12th Council of Toledo again called for forced baptism, and for those who disobeyed, seizure of property, corporal punishment, exile, and slavery.
Exile and what?
And slavery.
Exile and slavery, man. Go ahead.
Jewish children over 7 years of age were taken from their parents and similarly dealt with in 694.
See? Took the kids away. That's the curses all over again regarding the Jews. Go ahead.
Erwig also took measures to ensure that Catholic sympathizers would not be inclined to aid Jews in their efforts to subvert the council's rulings. Heavy fines awaited any nobles who acted in favor of the Jews, and members of the clergy who were remiss in enforcement were subject to a number of punishments. Egica, 687 to 702, recognizing the wrongness of forced baptism, relaxed the pressure on the conversos.
Passive again. So this king was more passive. The Most High would increase the fire and the affliction and lessen it. Increased it and then lessen it in captivity. Go ahead.
But kept it up on practicing Jews. Economic hardships included increased taxes and the forced sale at a fixed price of all property ever acquired from Christians. This effectively ended all agriculture activity for the Jews of Spain. Furthermore, Jews were not to engage in commerce with the Christians of the kingdom, nor conduct business with Christian overseas.
Wow.
Egica's measures were upheld by the 16th Council of Toledo in 693.
Going real quick. Let's get the Maccabees real quick. Maccabees regarding the Sabbath days, not being able to get circumcised. These are Spaniards, right? They passed these laws so the Jews can't get circumcised, can't observe Judaism, can't observe the Sabbath. Come on, man. Come on. I'm going to show y'all. Reoccurring curses again and again. First Maccabees 1, verse 41.
The book of Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 41.
Then we'll go back to this. Go ahead.
Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people, and everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. Yeah, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion.
Unto his what?
Consented unto his religion.
Consented to his religion. Go ahead.
And sacrificed unto idols, and profaned the Sabbath. For the king had sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem and the cities of Judah, that they should follow the strange laws of the land, and forbid burnt offerings, and sacrifice, and drink offerings in the temple, and that they should profane the Sabbaths and festival days.
That's not familiar. It happened in Spain. Profane the Sabbath days. We cannot observe the Sabbath no more. Go ahead.
And pollute the sanctuary and holy people.
And the holy people. Go ahead.
Set up altars and groves and chapels of idols, and sacrifice swine's flesh and unclean beasts, that they should also leave their children uncircumcised.
They banned circumcision in Spain. It's the same people doing the same thing in a different land. It's the same people, afflicting the same people with the same thing, with the same religion. Go ahead.
And make their souls abominable with all manner of uncleanness and profanation, to the end that they might forget the law and change all the ordinances.
Watch this.
And whosoever would not do according to the king's commandment of the and whosoever would not do according to the commandment of the king, he said he should die.
Right. We read that earlier in Spain. He stoned or burned or tortured to death. Same people doing the exact same thing. It don't matter if they call themselves Spaniards, Portuguese, French. It don't matter. They're all the same people. They're known to do the same exact thing over and over again. Whether they speak Greek or Latin, they did the exact same thing because they were the exact same thing. They were the exact same people. Whether they're Dutch, whether they're British, whether they're American, whether they're Australian, the white or the fake ones, Australians, the real ones is black. The white Australians is British people, British. It's the same people. Portuguese, Danish, Swedish, German, Russian, it's the same people. And the same forced conversions and baptism on this side in Spain, what they do on this side of the world. The same exact thing to the Native Americans on this side of the world. Forced baptism, forced Catholicism on them. Same exact thing being done on this side of the world. that took place after this. That took place after this. Okay, and 2 years later. You know? Let's go back to
Dick,
yeah.
I mean, and also some of them get stoned because of their faith.
Yeah.
And you could read that in, if you don't mind, Hebrews 11.
Yeah.
Verse 36 on down.
Sorry, let me finish, Deacon. Can we jump to verse 60?
Yeah.
Verse 60. So let's see if that's the one I want. Yep. At which time, according to the commandment, they put to death certain women that had caused their children to be circumcised. And they hanged the infants about their necks and rifled their houses and slew them that had circumcised them. So that's to go to the point. Right. Where you're talking about the circumcision.
Right,
also.
and they rifled their houses. I mean, they confiscated their possessions. They went in their house and took the Bibles out of there, took their goods. Same exact thing. Hebrews 11, right? Hebrews 11.
Right. So 35 on down. Yeah, just to prove it, and also in the Old Testament, in the New Testament, they was doing our people because of their faith. They didn't want to baptize into the new religion, and also that's recorded in 11:36.
The book of Hebrews chapter 11, verse 36. And others had trial of cruel mockings and scourgings. Yeah, moreover of bonds and imprisonment.
Right, so there was being thrown in jail because they didn't want to convert.
Yep.
We don't.
Verse 37. They were stoned.
We just read that. Remember they caused their own
Yeah,
people to stone them or burn them with fire. Go ahead.
They were sown asunder.
They were cut in half, sawn asunder. Go ahead.
Were tempted. Were slain with the sword. They wandered about in sheepskins and goatskins, being destitute, afflicted, tormented.
Right, it happened to us. We don't.
Of whom the world was not worthy. They wandered in deserts, and in mountains, and in dens, and in caves of the earth.
They
Right.
were the exile.
Yeah, the exile. Right. They got exiled. Same thing. Go ahead.
And these all, having obtained a good report through faith, receiving not the promise.
So because of their faith, they accept those cruel.
Right. Punishments and torments.
Right.
Right. That's good. Excellent. Right. So go back where we're at in here.
Yes, sir. As demonstrated under the Catholic Visigoths, the trend was clearly one of increasing persecutions. The degree of complicity which the Jews had in the Islamic invasion in 711 is uncertain. Yet,
I'm sorry, read it again. Read it again.
As demonstrated under the Catholic Visigoths, the trend was clearly one of increasing persecutions. The degree of complicity which the Jews had in the Islamic invasion in 711 is uncertain.
No, it's not. It's not uncertain. They're saying that the connection between the Jews that came as the Moors and Islam and conquered Spain, was there a connection between the Jews in Spain and the conquering Jews? The answer is yes. It's not uncertain. It was. We were in contact with our brothers outside of Spain, because our brothers outside of Spain, North Africa, they saw and heard about the afflictions of their brothers, because remember, they were fleeing into Africa. So when they fled from Spain and told their brothers about how they're suffering over in Spain, we said, all right, no problem, we got them. We're going to take care of that. And we did it under the Islamic regime. So there was connections, there was conversations going on. There was correspondence taking place before the overthrow. We had some help. We did help them get up in there. Go ahead.
We the ones that let them in.
We opened the doors. Go ahead.
Yet openly treated as enemies in the country in which they had resided for generations. It would be no surprise for them to have appealed to the Moors to the south.
See? It's no surprise if they did reach out to them, because they did. Go ahead.
Quite tolerant in comparison to the Visigoths for aid. In any case, in 694, they were accused of conspiring with the Muslims across the Mediterranean.
See? They were accused. So Esau had a feeling, you guys are helping them. Go ahead.
Declared traitors. The Jews, including baptized ones, found their property confiscated and themselves enslaved.
There we go. Go ahead.
This decree exempted only the converts who dwelt in the mountain passes of Septimania.
Right. These Jews were the royal guard. I think they were the royal guard, I think, that was given liberty in Septimania. And it's in that book we have. I'll bring it out later on.
Yes, sir.
But these Jews were like a high elite of the Spaniards. They were like the elite armed guard of them that resided in Septimania, which is South France. They were exempt from all the persecutions because they had status.
Right, they the ones in the king's courts and
I forgot their call, the term for them. but they reside in this area. They were exempt from the persecution because they had high status among the Spaniards. But we're going to see what they end up doing. Go ahead.
Thus was no, that's not where I'm at. The Jews of Spain, who were necessary for the kingdom's protection.
See, who are necessary for what?
The kingdom's protection.
Who are necessary for the kingdom's protection.
Abarbanel was one of them.
Wow. Abarbanel was one of them. Okay. So you had the king, the Jews, we were the royal guard. Like these the guys basically were Zerubbabels. That's what they were. Go ahead. We're gonna stop a new Christian. We stopped the new Christians yet?
No, sir, I haven't seen New Christian.
Is it coming up? Damn. Type in new
Hey,
Christian.
while I read, put in New Christian. Probably.
You might have passed it, but this is good stuff.
Oh, so there's no New Christian.
There isn't?
No, sir.
New Christians, no. Crypto Judaism and there's no new Christians at all in this article? Try Christians. New Christians, that's what I saw. Go back. Did they say new Christians? Go back. And Christians. Interesting. Oh, that's why. Go to Crypto Judaism. I'm sorry. Wikipedia Crypto Judaism. We're going to end at new Christians. That's some good stuff right there. So keep that in mind. Let that go. Supposed to end at households in 633. So we'll go back to that.
That was good.
That was some good stuff, though. With all that stuff that's in his books we have up here. For those of you who are opposed to Wikipedia, everything you just read I have here on the table, in the books here, just in case you...
Deacon, you don't have to explain
I know
yourself.
you always say that, I know, but I
Deacon,
like to taunt people. It's fun to me, I know. I like to taunt.
Listen, we don't listen to black people.
No, we don't, but I
We listen to
enjoy
Israelites.
taunting them. It's fun.
Yes, sir.
Crypto Judaism, we're going to end at new Christians. That's in here.
Type in New Christian. So
Type
you
in
see-
new Christians, please. I know what's in here. There you go. New Christians, right? Yeah, it ends in new Christians. That's it. It ends in new Christians. So go up to the top. Yep, that's it.
All right. Crypto Judaism.
Right. So we're going to see what a crypto Jew is. I keep saying crypto Jew. What's a crypto Jew? Go ahead.
Crypto Judaism is the secret adherence to Judaism.
It's the secret adherence to Judaism. So you front outwardly that you're in Christianity, but inwardly behind closed doors you're observing Judaism, the proper Judaism. Go ahead.
While publicly professing to be of another faith.
The Catholic faith. We were faking it. We were phony. These are fake Christians, basically. Go ahead.
Practitioners are referred to as crypto Jews.
Uh-huh.
Okay, origin from the Greek hidden.
Right. Crypto means hidden, like encrypted, cryptic. It means hidden Jews. Go ahead.
The term is especially applied historically to Spanish Jews who outwardly profess Catholicism, also known as Anuism, or Marranos.
Anusicism.
Anicism or Marranos.
Anusicism goes in the word. Anusicism is Hebrew. It means coerced. It means the forced ones.
Okay.
Anusicism means the forced. We call it the first, referred to as the forced ones. Okay. We go down to the word again. Where is it at? Highlight it. Yeah.
Anicism is a legal category of Jews in Halkata who were forced to abandon Judaism against their will.
Right. So that's Anusicism. Anusim goes back to being a forced Jew. Jews who are forced to go against their faith and follow Catholicism. Go down, read on.
Also known as Anicism or Marranos.
Right, so Anusims or Marranos, those are also crypto Jews. So Marrano. So now later on in Spanish, the term Marrano became what? Moreno. And Morenos are what? Black people. Black people. But I'm gonna show you how that. We're gonna show you. Bishop brought it out in Shout Out Tuesday before, but I'll bring it out again to show that the word Marrano eventually became Moreno. Same word. Marrano means pig. They called us pigs. It's a derogatory term. Then later on it changed to Moreno, which means blacks. So it still reverts back to that word there, Marrano. Go ahead.
The phenomenon is especially associated with Renaissance Spain, following the massacre of 1391 and the expulsion of the Jews in 1492.
So the massacre of 1391 is what popped it off. The massacre of 1391 is historically significant. I come across that year a lot regarding our persecution. That year, A lot of evil happened to us. The affliction increased. That's when we start to fall. That's when we start to fall. Okay, but that's when you had Esau start taking over again. That's what I want from there. You end up stop the new Christians?
No, sir. It's coming up.
Oh, keep going.
Europe. Officially, Jews who converted in Spain in the 14th and 15th centuries
1400s, go ahead.
were known as Cristianos, Novos, new Christians.
There you go. Jews who converted over were known as Cristianos, Nuevos, meaning new Christians.
Nuevos, Nuevos. I'm sorry.
Nuevos, right, Nuevos, new Christians, right. That's all I want. So now, let's go back to where we was at. What's it? 633, go back. And we're going to stop it. What's the word? Type in households. We're going to stop at households. It starts at 633. It starts there, and we end at households. We read past it already. That's it.
Yeah, I think I read past that.
We read
no,
past-
we didn't. It's
Okay.
right here. We good.
Keep going.
Go up.
Septimania, right? Where's that? Damn. What?
Type in Septimania.
Household stops there.
There it is.
Okay.
In 633, the Fourth Council of Toledo,
Here we go.
while taking a stance in opposition to compulsory baptism, converted to address the problem of crypto-Judaism. It was decided that if a professed Christian were determined to be a practicing Jew, his or her children were to be taken away to be raised in monasteries or trusted Christian households.
Or trusted Christian households. See that? So children were taken away from us. We read way past. We read way past this.
Yeah,
But that's cool. That's fine. That's the spirit because we ended up getting a lot of stuff out anyway. So now go to type in excommunication or end yet. Go type in end yet. You might have read past that already. We read so far. Yeah, and yet right there. And yet's in the bottom. And yet the problem.
And yet, the problem
Where did we stop at though? Did we read past this already?
No.
Where did we stop at though?
We did with, exile.
Okay, start here. And yet, and we're going to end the excommunication.
And yet the problem continued. The Eighth Council of Toledo in 653 again tackled the issue of Jews within the realm. Further measures at this time included the forbidding of all Jewish rites, including circumcision, and the observation of the Shabbat.
That's First Maccabees 1. Mm-hmm.
And all converted Jews had to promise to put to death, either by burning or by stoning,
You read this already. Go ahead.
any of their brethren known to have relapsed to Judaism.
Mm-hmm.
The council was aware that prior efforts had been frustrated by lack of compliance
Right.
among authorities on the local level. Therefore, anyone, including nobles and clergy, found to have aided Jews in the practice of Judaism were to be punished by seizure of the 1/4 of their property and excommunication.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you wanted, D?
Yeah, go to as demonstrated. Type in as demonstrated.
As demonstrated under the Catholic Visigoths, the trend was clearly one of increasing persecutions. The degree of complicity which the Jews had in the Islamic invasion in 711 is uncertain.
Okay, you read that already also. We read a lot.
Yeah, we read the whole thing.
Oh, let me see. Who were the Iberian Sephardim?
Let's get those likes up, Israel. Let's get those likes up. We had 292 likes. We want to get up to 692. Click
an image
like.
Who were
now.
the Iberian
Click the thumbs
Sephardim?
up. For the one person that clicked the thumbs down, you are the devil the Bible speak of. Just want to let you know that. So let's get those likes up, Israel. Come on, let's do it.
Hold on a second. Y'all got to talk. I gotta find this thing.
Haters.
Who are the Iberian Sephardim? I don't know where I got that from.
Yeah, so,
Get your pencils,
yo, come on, Cap.
set
Yeah,
you
yo,
up, bro. It's like
yeah, you
that.
set me up.
Get your pens and papers.
Send it every week.
Yeah, everybody looking at me now. Get your pens and papers. But now, Israel, as this history is coming out, as far as the Moors, as we know, the Moors, we were Israel, all right, blacks, okay, that ruled Spain, okay? We took over Europe, all right? So we ruled for, over 1,000 years, pretty much, okay?
700 years.
700 years.
Thank you, Officer Jazz.
Yeah, I wasn't.
And also, I would just prove that what we're reading here is coincide with the Bible. Same thing that we're reading here, the
Right.
touch it, that's recorded also in the Bible.
Right, and what we're showing you that the history repeats itself. All right, Esau doing the same tactics, same strategy on us over and over again. All right, They did it to us, they did it to us on this side of the world, did it to us in Spain, Africa, wherever we were. They used the same tactic, okay? So, everybody, I'm going to say it, get your pens and get your papers, all right?
Oh, God.
Take notes. All right?
Trying to find who were the Iberian,
What's the purpose of being a bookworm? Ain't nothing gonna come from that noggin.
Hold on a second. I'm trying to find something. I don't know. I didn't even know I didn't have it up.
Deacon, what is the who are the
Images says who are the Iberian Sephardim is the image.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about too.
You know what I'm talking
Yes, sir.
about? You know where it is? Get you're up. So you find
Deacon,
it.
I'm here for support. You know that.
Now support with comments.
Oh man, it's my turn. Don't look at me funny, Jess. So like Officer Jess was stating, like I said, history. This is the part of history that's not documented in the Bible. It's documented prophetically in the Bible, but it wasn't recorded like the time of the Maccabees, and that's why people constantly say that. Oh, that was back then. Oh, that was that time. That was during Bible times. What are you talking about? The whole earth was contained within Bible times. You're living Bible times. You're just reliving prophecies over and over and over again. Let's get, Jess, can you give me Ecclesiastes 1 verse 9? And that's the problem also, because that's why, historically speaking, black people, we have always been one step behind. And when it comes to preparation for future events, we always get caught off guard, sleeping, because we get accustomed in the conditions that we are. They normalize our conditions, and because of our lack of education, a lack of research, and we keep on repeating the same things, falling the same traps, and we get slaughtered by the mass. Because why? We don't study. Esau studies his history. That's why he's able to. That's why he's able to progress 10 steps, stays 10 steps ahead of us. They say, oh, we got them like this last time. My father's got him like this during the Greek time. My father's got him like this during the Spanish Inquisitions. We could get him this time. That's why your president, your old president, Trump, said, if you don't know your history, it's bound to repeat itself. He said something like that, right? To that level.
He said it will repeat itself.
And it is repeating itself indirectly. We don't know what's going on, because why? You don't study. You're never going to study. And that's why black people will always stay in their conditions. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Read that real quick. Ecclesiastes 1.
Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 9.
Uh-huh.
The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be.
Mm-hmm. The thing that has been. Why does it say that the thing that has been, it shall be? Because the curses are reoccurring. The curses are reoccurring. Deuteronomy 28, verse 46. They shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy generations forever. It's going to be reoccurring throughout the different captivities. The spirits are going to be reoccurring. The spirits are going to repeat the same things they did in the past. Mm-hmm. Go on.
And that which is done is that which shall be done.
That which is done. Listen, you still got your Alexanders today. You still got your Antiochus Epiphanes. You still got your Caesars. They're the same people implemented and placing the same policies in place today.
Yeah, like the vaccine.
Yes. Nothing new under the sun. Read.
And there is no new thing under the sun.
And that's your Negro's problem. Pick up a book. Read a book. That's your problem. And that's like you don't know how to properly prepare yourself. It says there's no new thing under the sun. If you knew the things of the past, then you will not repeat the things of the future.
No, we will not repeat the past mistakes.
Exactly.
Right.
Listen, study and apply. Mm-hmm. Study and prepare.
Mm-hmm. You got it?
Watch and pray.
All right, yes, sir. Pull that up.
Yeah, I didn't have this. Thank you.
Yeah, right there.
Look that up. We need the first paragraph. That's what we want. Who are the Iberian Sephardim? First paragraph.
It's a little pixelated. Bring it up. All right, that's good. Who were the Iberian Sephardim? If one would believe in antique legend, popular at the court of King Alfonso, 11th century.
King Alfonso, you keep that name in mind. These names are reoccurring through their children.
The Sephardim were the elite of Palestine, from the seed of King David, as sacerdotal caste.
Wait. The Sephardim were the elite of Palestine from the seed of King David. Judah was all up in Spain.
That's right. That's right.
No.
That's right. That's right. All praises.
Okay, Jess. Thank you.
Word.
Thank you.
Oh, man.
Good.
Lost the rank, man.
Good.
I'd rather be fired after this.
Go ahead.
All right.
The elite of Palestine were the seed of Judah, of David, King David. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. A sacerdotal caste, members of the tribe of Judah,
Damn.
who, in the sharing of the spoils after the conquest of Jerusalem, 587 BC,
Babylon.
by the Babylonians, had been the lot of Hispanos on the staff of Nebuchadnezzar II the Great. They had been carried as captives to Spain in the 6th century before the Christian era, spreading to province under the Romans. After the destruction of the Second Temple,
70 AD. Mm-hmm.
a new contingent of refugees had come to swell the Jewish colonies. When the Council of Avera was held, 4th century CE, the Jewish population of the Iberian Peninsula was considerable.
It grew.
Under the Visigoths, the Sephardi Jews, most intrepid and vigilant guardians of the northern marshes,
Hold on. Most what? Most intrepid and vigilant guardians of the what?
of the northern marshes,
Uh-huh.
were masters of the martial arts.
Ninjas.
Masters of the martial arts. Go ahead. Ninjas, yes. They weren't throwing no damn stars apart. They were doing the darts. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't go there, man.
Don't do it.
Don't bring out
Don't
nothing,
do it.
man.
Go ahead. Don't do it. Go ahead.
I'm going to read that again.
Yes.
The Jewish population of the Iberian Peninsula was considerable. Under the Visigoths, the Sephardi Jews, most intrepid and vigilant guardians of the northern marshes, were masters of the martial arts and engaged in harmonious cohabitation with the Christians.
Right.
Christian cultivators would bring their wines to be blessed by rabbis, and the accession to titles of nobility was not barred to the Jews.
See, so these Jews here that were of David's lineage, those are the ones that were in Septimania, that were exempt from all the persecutions that were going on. These are the ones that resided in Septimania or southern Spain. They were the protectors of the realm. Jews that were masters of martial arts. Damn. David's seed.
Sound like a Zerubbabel right there.
Inspired Zerubbabel, yeah.
The mighty man.
The key word is
That's my
martial
stock
arts.
right there, baby.
That's
The
your
key
stock you
word
came
is
from that
My
lineage?
stock. Yeah, man. Yo, this
Cap
this
ninjas,
this lifetime, Mosai took a couple things far away from me.
Yeah.
Throwing darts, Cap.
Huh?
Ninjas.
Yeah. Yo,
How
off
do
the
we
clock,
get here?
man.
How we get here?
I don't know.
Keep going here.
Yo, he trying
Martial
to.
arts.
He's trying to go back to the darts again. It's all right. Go back to what we was at before Wikipedia about type in Spanish. Type in Spanish Jews.
Let
We
brothers
might
love
have
continue.
read past them. We read so much, man. I think we read the whole damn
Yeah, I
the
think
whole
we
damn
read
thing.
past it.
Let's go to Spanish Jews real quick. Let me see if we read it already. If we did, I'll just skip past it and go. We can move on into the books.
I used to be a martial artist.
You sit out, Cap.
But Esau, they suppressed me because of money. You know what I'm saying?
You sit out, Cap.
Lord's man,
In the spirit.
my past life, man, I might have been a martial artist.
Cap over there thinking, too.
Oh my God.
You sit out, Cap. In the spirit.
Oh, man.
You got the devil.
Yo, I don't know what's up with this guy today.
I'm gonna talk to you after class. We're gonna have a nice long
Yeah, man, you doing a
conversation.
good job, man. See? Brother's taking this job seriously.
Yeah, brother's on point today and
point.
whatnot, right?
We read this already.
You just lost the ring.
We can read it again, D. We can read it again.
We did it. Stop it. Stop there.
You know,
The
so
Jews
get
of
your
Spain.
job, man.
The Jews of Spain had been utterly embittered and alienated by Catholic rule by the time of the Muslim invasion.
Read it again.
The Jews of Spain had been utterly embittered and alienated by Catholic rule by the time of the Muslim
You
invasion.
were miserable. Go ahead.
To them, the Moors were perceived as, and indeed were, a liberating force.
Damn. Freedom. Our freedom fighters. Go ahead.
Wherever they went, the Muslim was greeted by Jews eager to aid them in administering the country.
See? So when the Moors came in, we said, you need help? You need anything? You want some water? You want something to drink? You want some food? Go ahead.
In many conquered towns, the garrison was left in the hands of the Jews before the Muslim proceeded further north. Thus was initiated the period that became known as the Golden Age for Spanish Jews.
The golden age. The time when we took over. Now. No. Let's get the conquest Page 293. We're going to start at Here They Found. Volume 1.
Let's get those likes up, Israel. Let's get those likes up. We are only at 423 likes. Don't forget. Thank you for the person that took away the one dislike. You know, looked like my spirit touched you. All praise to the Most High.
Wow.
Yeah. You know, put praise against them.
All praise
For that wickedness. Yeah, all praise to the Most High. We want to see no dislike. I don't care if you're Edomite, a Moabite, an Ammonite. You take that dislike out. But all praise to the Most High. We have 436 likes. Let's get up to 759 likes. Do it now. Get it done. Let's go, Israel. Let's get it done.
We're going to start at page 293. Here They Found. Here They Found. And we're going to end at the next page. Yep. Next page.
All right. Go up. No, it's right there. I see it. And here also they found.
No opposition.
Go back. And read the bottom.
No. Here they found no opposition.
Here they found no opposition. And here also they found.
And they're going to stop at, on 94, we're going to stop at Grenada of the Jews.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
And here they found a large number of Jews, well advised of their coming and their purpose.
See that? So with the suspicion of the Jews in Spain having a correspondence with the Jews in Africa to take over was true. Maybe earlier say uncertain. It wasn't uncertain. It was known. We were miserable and suffering, and we knew our brothers were coming over under Islam to overthrow Spain. So we said, hey, the door's open. Come on in. I don't see you. And they walked right in the doors. Go ahead.
Well advised of their coming and their purpose.
Well advised of their coming and their purpose. Go ahead.
Ready to welcome the invaders, and glad to find in the Berber ranks many of their brethren who
Stop. And glad to find in the Berber ranks many of who?
Many of their brethren.
The Berbers are Israelites.
That's
Is
right.
that clear? In the Berber ranks, they saw many of their brethren. You did have some Hamite Berbers, but the majority of Berbers was Israel. Go ahead.
And who, although converted to Islam,
So these Berbers in the Islamic ranks, although converted to Islam, regardless of them being, remember, these are Judaism and Islam is two different ideologies. So he's saying among the Jews saw their brothers among the Berber ranks as converted to Islam. Watch this.
although converted to Islam, retained the instincts of consanguineous blood.
They retained the instincts of consanguineous blood. So now,
That's that warrior. That's that warrior instinct.
right, it says even many of their brethren who, although converted to Islam, retained the instincts of consanguineous blood. So the Jews and the Berbers maintained instincts of consanguineous blood. What's consanguineous mean? That's the definition of consanguineous. Definition.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, Deacon.
No.
Yo, he's asking me consanguineous.
No. We're gonna get that word. The definition of consanguineous.
Thank you for pronouncing it for us.
All praises.
The bottom of the page explains what it means. It'll be the definition of consanguineous. Consanguineous. And the next to it is number 1. But go there. We're gonna go here first. See number 1 right there. Consanguineous number 1. Blood. Watch. Go back to the definition now. Go to the definition. No, not there yet.
Go to the
Definition
Google
first.
definition.
Yeah, blow it up.
Let's get those likes up, Israel. Let's get
Everybody
those
can
likes
see it?
up. 514, 765. Let's go.
Press the button so you can see how it's pronounced. Okay, I can't nothing. Everybody hear how it's pronounced?
Consanguineous.
Press again.
Consanguineous.
Consanguineous. I was right. Consanguineous.
Yeah, why she sound like that?
Come on, man. You know how it go, man. Consanguineous. Blow it up. What does it say? Blow it up some? What does it say? Consanguineous means what?
Relating to or denoting people descended from the same ancestor.
Boom. So the Berbers and Jews were consanguineous in blood. They were the same people. That's what it means. Now go to the book again. You're going to see consanguineous blood with a 1 next to it. Now go down to the bottom right there. One's going to be explained. Just blow it up. Consanguineous blood. Go ahead.
There is every reason to believe, says Gayangos, that their conversion was neither so sudden nor so sincere as to blot out immediately all recollection of their former habits and religious ceremonies.
He's referring to the Israelites that convert to Islam. Our brothers, regardless of them converting to Islam, they still maintained a form of Judaism while being Muslim. You know, Israel's always confused. So Israel observed or maintained or had respect for their initial ideology, which is Judaism, while being Muslims. So that's why there was a certain relationship that the Jews had with the Muslims of our brothers. Go ahead.
And that they felt great sympathy for their former brethren.
They felt sympathy for their former brethren, who in Spain that was suffering under the Romans or Spaniards. That's all I want.
And also remember how we became Islamic and so forth. Remember, it was forced on us. Mm-hmm. This was around the time when it was being forced upon us. So in North Africa, we took upon the Berbers, which was Israel, took upon the religion of Islam.
Right. And remember, what's the name? El Kahana, her son.
Right.
Remember, he joined the army. This army right here. So now, where we at? Let's go to Wikipedia, Moors. Wikipedia, Moors. And we're going to end at 2 Arabs. And then, yeah. Type in, just read from the top, and we're going to stop at, it says 2 Arabs. Just type in 2 Arabs and see what it says. Find in page 2 Arabs. T-O Arabs.
Yeah, that's right. The first paragraph.
First paragraph, okay. And then the next paragraph would be Europeans and the Europeans. So start from there first. First paragraph.
Blow it up some. Moors. The term Moor is an exonym first used by Christian Europeans to designate the Muslim inhabitants of the Maghreb.
That's what Mozart was referred to as also, as the Moor. And Beethoven was referred to as the Moor also. I think Haydn was also referred to as the Moor. They were all referred to as Moors. Okay? These guys are the descendants of these people up here you're reading about. People in Spain. Go ahead.
The Iberian Peninsula, Sicily, and Malta during the Middle Ages. The Moors initially were the indigenous Maghrebin Berbers.
Stop. Read it again.
The Moors initially were the indigenous Maghrebin Berbers.
The Moors were initially the original Maghrebin Berbers. We read earlier that the Berbers and Jews were consanguineous in blood, meaning they were Israelites. Okay, go ahead.
The name was later also applied to Arabs and Arabized Iberians.
Right. So the name was later on applied to Arabs or Arabized Berbers, meaning Islamicized Israelites, Muslim Jews, Arabs. The Arabs are black also. They were the minority, but the majority of warriors that took over was us. Okay? Because the Arabs are black, looks like we were at this time. Go ahead.
Moors are not a distinct or self-defined people. And the 1911 Encyclopedia Britannica observed that the term Moors has no real ethnological value. Europeans of the Middle Ages and the early modern period variously applied the name to Arabs, North African Berbers, and Muslim Europeans.
Refer to the term what? To Arabs and who? North African Berbers and who?
And Muslim Europeans.
And Muslim Spaniard, Muslims from Spain. European, Muslims from Spain. That's us also. Muslim Europeans. All right? All right. So, but you do have Muslim Europeans also. They came later. I'll get to them later.
Look at them playing chess. So
yeah, that's us playing chess. Both up. That's us playing chess.
That's not Esau.
They whitewashed it. They whitewashed the picture.
The image is the black one.
Yeah.
You blow it up. That's us playing chess.
Christian and Moore playing chess from the Book of Games of Alfonso the 10th.
Right. That's us playing. That's us playing chess together. A Christian Jew and a Moor, a Muslim Jew. All right. Now, where we at? Go to Wikipedia. Go to Tariq ibn Ziyad. Tariq ibn Zayad. Zayad.
We gotta get the actual picture, man. I don't like the fact that they whitewashed it. No.
Yeah, I know. We can't have nothing. Tariq ibn Zayad. IBN ibn Zayad. IBN, son of IBN Zayad. Right there.
Yeah.
Click that, and we're gonna start at. We're gonna start from the top and end that after. We're gonna end that after him.
Tariq ibn Zayad. Tariq ibn Zayad, also known.
On. Finding the page after him. So we know what. Okay, there it
That's
goes.
right there.
Okay, good. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Tariq ibn Zayad, also known simply as Tariq in English, was a Berber Umayyad commander who initiated the Muslim Umayyad conquest of Visigothic Hispania.
Remember earlier about Umayyad, the Umayyad Empire. You had a man named Tariq ibn Zayad who was the leading commander. Berber. He was a Berber. So we already got through this, that these are Israelites. So Tariq was no doubt an Israelite man. Okay? And I'm going to prove it. So he was a commander of this Islamic army that first set foot into Spain to overthrow it in 711. The same year that King El-Kahana's two sons converted to Islam and joined in this same force to liberate their brothers in Spain. Read again. And sisters in Spain. Read again.
Tariq ibn Zayad, also known simply as Tariq in English.
Also known simply as Tariq in English. Go ahead.
Was a Berber Umayyad commander who initiated the Muslim Umayyad conquest of Visigothic Hispania, present-day Spain and Portugal, in 711 to 718 AD. He led a large army and crossed the Strait of Gibraltar from the North African coast, consolidating his troops at what is today known as the Rock of Gibraltar.
Stop. So, read again. Read a part again. And what? Read again.
He led a large army and crossed the Strait of Gibraltar.
Stop. Let's go to Gibraltar. Click Gibraltar, see what that is. Let's see what Gibraltar is. It's also referred to as the Straits of Hercules. It's the same area. It's referred to as the Straits. That's what connects Africa to Spain, because they're connected. So that little bridge in between, that's called Gibraltar. That little area. That's good right there. Get a map, though. Get an actual map to show exactly where it is.
That's a nice pick, too.
Yes, a good pick. Just a damn good. Click that. Go back to the first one. That's bad. Go back to the first one. Yeah. The real one. Go the top. Right. That one. Satellite one. Yeah, click that. Blow it up if you can.
Man, we fall way, very low, man.
That's about to go. Okay, that's
a nice pick, though.
That's a nice pick of it, though, right there. Globe. Now go back to the other one. Go to the other map. The next one. The next one they have. Go down. Yeah, that one. Click that one. And move it over and blow it up. You see right there in the bottom? That's Gibraltar there. So it's all connected. Okay? So now, read it again. Gibraltar. Remember I told you before, the word Gibraltar, keep that name. I told you a long time ago. The name Gibraltar is very significant. It's very, very significant. Gibraltar. Keep that in mind. Go back to where you was at, about Tariq. Gibraltar. Where did the word Gibraltar come from? Go ahead.
He led a large army and crossed the Strait of Gibraltar
from the North African coast.
Right, Maghreb, go ahead. Consolidating his troops at what is today known as the Rock of Gibraltar.
Right, go ahead.
The name Gibraltar.
The name Gibraltar, go ahead.
Is the Spanish derivation of the Arabic name, Jabal, Tariq, meaning Mountain of Tariq, which is named after him.
See? Jabal Tariq. Jabal Tariq. So Gibraltar is named after our brother, Tariq himself. Gibraltar. Jabal Tariq, or Gibraltar. The Tar is Tariq, the Jabal is Arabic for what does it mean?
Arabic name, Jabal Tariq, meaning mountain of Tariq.
Right, it means mountain of Tariq. That's what Gibraltar means. So when you hear the word Gibraltar, Gibraltar is our brother. That's his name. That's the land named after him.
And it's still there.
And it's still there. Still named Gibraltar. Because we conquered that region from there. All right? Gibraltariq. Gibraltariq. Now, go to history. Musa ibn Nusir. History. Click history. you should see Musa ibn right there. And we're going to stop. We're going to stop at Gibraltar.
Musa ibn Nasir appointed Tariq governor of Tangier after its conquest in 710 to 711. According to Ibn Abdul al-Hakim, 803 to 871. But an unconquered Visigothic outpost remained nearby at Quetta, a stronghold commanded by a nobleman named Julian, Count of Quetta. After Roderick came to power in Spain, Julian had, as was the custom, sent his daughter, Florinda La Cava, to the court of the Visigothic king for education. It is said that Roderick raped her, and that Julian was so incensed he resolved to have the Muslims bring down the Visigothic kingdom. Accordingly, he entered into a treaty with Tariq Musa. Tariq Musa having returned to Qarawam to secretly convoy the Muslim army across the Straits of Gibraltar.
Right. So stop at Gibraltar. Is that end of Gibraltar? Is the end of Gibraltar? Is the end
Yes.
there? No, it's the end of Gibraltar. New paragraph afterwards or no?
Oh, it's right there, next paragraph.
Yeah, keep going. So at this point, what happened was Tariq was going to take over, and the Spanish king took this man's daughter. It was heard he raped her, so that same king he was in league with joined forces with us because he was mad at this king here, the Visigothic king, for raping his daughter. So he burned bridges doing that. Go ahead.
As he owned a number of merchant ships and had his own force on the Spanish mainland.
Go ahead.
About April 26, 711, the army of Tariq, composed of recent converts to Islam,
That's Israelites. Go ahead.
was landed on the Iberian Peninsula, Spain, by Julian. They debarked at the foothills of a mountain which was henceforth named after him, Gibraltar, Jabal Tariq.
See, Jabal Tariq. Now, let's go to Tarif ibn Malik. Tarif ibn Malik. Tarif. Is he in here? Or just Wikipedia him then. Tarif, it should be in the same thing. Is he in the same thing? Type in Tarif. Find him page Tarif. He might be in here also. Tarif, no. Only there? Okay, type in Tarif ibn Malik. Wikipedia that. Wikipedia Tarif ibn Malik. So you have Tariq ibn Zayad, Tariq son of Zayad, who Gibraltar's named after, and you have Tarif ibn Malik. Tariq and Tarif. These are was weird. These are common Jake names.
Right. Today.
Jamal, Tariq, Tarif. These are Jake names.
Malik.
You know white people walking around named Tarif or Malik or Tariq. That's not no white people names.
Or Talik.
Tariq is weird. I'm telling you. All right. So Tarif ibn. We're gonna start at Tarif subsequently, and then you'll have in 711.
Tarif ibn Malik.
You see in 711. In 711, it should say
Yes,
that.
sir, right
okay,
there.
Go ahead, yes.
Tarif ibn Malik was a commander under Tariq ibn Zayed.
He was a commander under who?
Tariq ibn Zayed.
So he was a commander under Tariq. So you had Tariq, the commander, and Tarif under him. All right? Okay, go ahead.
The Berber.
The Berber, go ahead.
Muslim and Umayyad general who led the conquest of Visigothic Hispania in 711.
Remember, Umayyad is Arabs. The Umayyads are Ishmael, a child of the Quraysh lineage, Quraysh or Ishmaelite lineage. So these guys are Israelites fighting under an Islamic or Ishmaelite army. We were the forerunners of the army and the majority of the strongest ones. Okay, that made the army. The Arabs in the army were the remnants that were basically the religious advisors of Islam and some fighters, but the majority of fighters and art and soldiers of the Moors were Israelites.
Hey, Deacon, man, they knew who the warriors were.
Yeah, they knew who the warriors were. Go ahead.
Tarif ibn Malik was a commander under Tariq ibn Zayed, the Berber, Muslim and Umayyad general who led the conquest of Visigothic Hispania in 711. That's all you want?
We go to, I should say, was a commander in the Iberian Peninsula.
Historical sources disagree on whether he was of a Berber or an Arab origin. In July 710 CE, Tariq sent Tarif on a raid to test the southern coastline of the Iberian Peninsula.
Right. So he sent him as like a coast, go spy on sea, go spy it out in sea. So they're saying it's a question as to what he was, whether he was an Arab or a Berber, right? That's what they said?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay, we'll figure it out. Give me the book North Africa on page 365. Page 365. All right. Regarding Tarif, whether he was an Arab or Berber, right? Let's see. Page 1, let me get there with you. Let's see what he was.
So what we showing, what Deacon is bringing out is that he's showing the process of us coming into and taking over Spain and us ruling. From the time that we in Spain was being oppressed, okay, we also contacted our brothers back in North Africa, which was under the Muslim religion. All right, and then once we was always communicating with each other, sending letters to each other wherever we were scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. We always kept in contact.
And don't think that those Spaniards wasn't killing their brothers in Spain. Don't think that the Jews, the Israelites that were following Islam, didn't lose family members in Spain persecutions. They was mad as hell.
Right.
If you guys killed our uncles, you killed our sisters, you killed our brothers. Israel was a very well-knit family back then. They had a certain level of integrity and close-knit relationships back then, unlike now. Okay?
And that's why Esau make sure you break that.
Yes, he did.
That family bond.
Right after this.
All right.
Go ahead. We're gonna start it. What I say? Start at.
There's a scripture that said that, right? That,
Zechariah.
Zechariah.
Yeah.
You want to get that real quick? How it goes?
The brotherly bond.
Right. Destroy the brotherly bond. Yeah, so Esau make sure that we don't have that kind of tightness together again. So he broke up all the families. You got it? One second. We'll come back to it if you know.
And you think the bond will be tighter today? We got cell phones now to keep to keep contact. We doing this with letters, man. We sending back and forth.
And that's the same thing with the Maccabees. Remember when they sent letters?
Yeah, we sent letters back when we was in Lacedaemon.
Right. To each other. So it's like, no, we're not doing this time.
Right.
Make sure your niggas don't know each other. Fight one another.
Ready?
You got it?
Yes, sir. Zechariah chapter 11 and verse 14. Then I cut asunder mine other staff, even bands, that I might break the brotherhood between Judah and Israel.
Right. The Lord used the heathens to do that. Right. He allowed the nations to do that, to break our brotherly covenant with each other. Where we at? They're gonna start.
We had North Africa, page 365, Deacon.
Yes, I'm just trying to see where to end at. Read what's underlined. I assume that's it.
Look at that.
Read that.
In 711, the conquest of Spain was again undertaken, this time by the Muslims,
Muslims is Muslims. Go ahead.
in concert with the Jews.
Along with the Jews, working together. Go ahead, because they were consanguineous. Go ahead.
The first one to set foot on the soil of Spain was a general, Tarif,
Right, because Tariq sent him out first. Go ahead.
a Jew of the tribe of Simeon.
There you go.
Captain Zeph, where you at?
Tribe of Simeon. So we don't know if
Shout
he was
out
an
to
Arab
Captain
or a
Zeph.
Berber. He was an Israelite of the tribe of Simeon. Go ahead.
After whom the island of Tarifa, opposite Tangiers, was named.
So the island of Tarifa was named after him. And Gibraltar was named after Tariq. Opposite of Tangiers. Type in Tarifa. Let's see it real quick. The island of Tarifa. Type in island of Tarifa. Island of Tarifa. Yep. Let's see how it looks. Let's see how our island looks. Because when Christ comes back, we're gonna get it. We'll have it again. When Christ comes back, we'll have it again.
So Dick, Esau stole our
That's in
history.
there too, right?
And Ishmael.
Yeah.
So all this is like is the name. So you thinking this is them?
Right.
Yeah.
Damn.
Click that, island of Tarifa. The island of Tarifa. Is it an island or peninsula? It's like a peninsula.
It's an island. All right.
Because it's connected. I see a bridge going to it. It's a peninsula then. If it's part of land connected to land, then it's a peninsula. Let me see. Make sure that's the right thing. Well, the peninsula is a piece of land it's an island that's connected to land. And I think an island is an island that's no connections at all, if I'm not mistaken. It's still an island regardless. I'm just just giving the separation, distinction. That's all. It's still an island. It's just I don't know. I don't be saying this one. I don't know. I just type in Island of Tarifa. Island of Tarifa. Is that it there?
It's a nice island.
Yeah.
Didn't look bad.
The island is opposite of Tangiers. What's that?
Small island.
Did you type it in? What do you see? You don't have a maps? Go to Google Maps or something. Island of Tarifa. There you go. That's terrible.
Yo.
Why would you even click that? Why would you even click that at all?
Come on,
That's
man. Stay
terrible.
in the spirit, bro.
Click that one. He picked the worst one. I said, watch him pick the worst one. And he did. Blow it up. So we can see it. The island of Tarifa.
I think that one next to it should be good. The fourth one from the top. Fourth one from the top. That one.
Come on.
Yeah, because it was an island that was right next to
Right there.
Gibraltar.
Next to Tangiers.
Right there. See Tangier and Tarifa.
There you go. Blow it up. Thank you. So we can see Tangier. It's opposite of Tangier.
You can blow it up.
Damn. Well, y'all can look it up, but Tarifa is a beautiful island. From the images I've seen thus far on here, if that was the image of the islands, that was amazing. That was very beautiful.
Oh, go back.
Go back.
Yeah, right. Click on that
Click
one.
that one.
Blow it up.
Yep. Got you.
But the island is it's right at the end of Spain, right at the end.
Yeah, so let's blow it up.
Right there,
It's
yeah.
as big as it can go. All right, well, it's at the end of Spain. It's at the very end of Spain, all right? Very beautiful island. Lords will have it again.
That's right.
But it's ours anyway. All right, so everything's ours, but that is too. So now, where we at? So he was he was not an Arab. He was a Berber of the tribe of Simeon, okay? The first one that set foot in the land when we conquered it was Simeon, tribe of Simeon. Now, let's see. You got something for us, right? Nature knows the color line?
Yes, sir. Did y'all post that up? The
Click some
page?
more. This is some
I
J.
just gave him a page. You just screen. All right, here we go.
Here we go. This is some J. Rogers. Nature knows the color line. Nature knows the color line. Page what?
70,
4 or something like that. 74, 3.
55.
Oh, page 55. Okay.
Blow it up.
Let's get some more info on these guys.
All right. Racial intermixture in Spain and Portugal. While white Vandals were pouring into Africa in the 4th and 5th centuries.
White Vandals are the ones who initially came and conquered into North Africa up into Spain. That's where the term vandalism comes from. Thieves and robbers, Vandals, Visigoths. These are all Edomites. Go ahead.
Africans continued to arrive in southern Europe, chiefly as slaves. But in 711 AD, they came in as conquerors. Crossing into Spain, they captured Gibraltar and defeated the Goths, white Germanic invaders of 3 centuries earlier. Their commander, Tariq, a Negro, gave his name to Gibraltar, formerly Calp.
There you go. Tariq, a Negro. Come on, man. I don't know what we can tell you.
Don't get better than that.
Tariq, a Negro.
Wow.
All right, these are our brothers.
And it let you also is saying we defeated the Goths, white Germanic invaders of
Right.
3 centuries earlier, letting you know who they were.
White Germanic peoples. The Goths. White Goths. All right, so now, we're going to take a break. We're going to, so just chill out, relax, take it all in, and we'll be back, all right? Shalom.
All right, shalom.
Shalom Israel, Most High Christ bless. Deacon Don here at IUIC Philadelphia. You're tuned in to Our Hidden History Radio, where we go into deep understanding and history of who we are, according to the Bible, hidden artifacts, archaeology, the geography, all you can think of that shrouds around our history of the Bible, we go into it in depth. So Israel, like, subscribe, comment on our YouTube channel, Our Hidden History Radio. See you then. Shalom, Most High Christ bless.
Do you know it? Do you know it all? Yeah.
Hey, I got a mission for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's something fishy with those two, man. I need you to watch them.
All right, I can do that. I'll be on it right now.
Fill me up. Yeah. Mr. Israel, bring that fire out. Yeah, they watching, like a movie. Like a movie, like a movie. Yeah. But they can't move me. They can't move me, they can't move me. Yeah, they watching, like a movie. Like a movie, like a movie. Yeah. But they can't move me. They can't move me, they can't move me. All praises to the Most High. That black Messiah got me reciting these scriptures. I'm spitting fury like a lighter. And he that say he know him but don't keep commandments is a liar. The truth is not in him, so throw him in that lake of fire. The devil's like a lion seeking whom he can devour. That's why I gotta keep the sword for every second of the hour. I stay strong in the Lord because this might give me power. That's why the enemy tuned in like they watching American Idol. I know they plotting this while I'm prep for survival, because the awakening of my people is going viral. Just endure the times and await on his arrival, so you can truly find out we the real Jews of the Bible. They want to show, so I'ma give them something they can see. 144,000 being sealed off up in the streets. From New York to Chirac to Memphis, Tennessee. The devil trying, but you know he can't stop IUIC. Yeah, they watching, like a movie. Like a movie, like a movie. For life, they can never take my stripes. It's in my DNA, cause I was made that way. And I'll never let another move me out the way. I thought you knew that it's a movement. You can't stop. You can watch me on the block, doing real street preaching with some real tough reasons. With the truth that revealing by the beast in his image. We got people to repentance. 1/3 that's gonna get it and make it through the fire. 2/3 ain't gonna make it from the devil white lie. 2 Corinthians 11:4, Matthew 24 and 24. Know the difference from a friend and a foe. I got some Northern Kingdom brothers, they ain't born none. And I got some Southern Kingdom brothers, they ain't born none. I got some Northern Kingdom brothers, they ain't born none. And I got some Southern Kingdom brothers, they ain't born none. The enemy is watching. Yeah, they watching, like a movie. Like a movie, like a movie.
Yeah, I got eyes on right here.
Man, it's a feast day, y'all. And here in Atlanta, we get our dance on. So here's the thing. We about to have the dance-off of all dance-offs, if you didn't know. But we got to go over the rules. You know what? There are no rules. No holds barred. So, brothers, are you ready? Always ready. Sisters, are you ready?
Always ready.
Hold on, Cap. There's some cheating going on here.
Oh, man.
Every year the brothers lose, so I need y'all to be on top of your game. Cause you see the sister right here? I know she studied Soul Train back in the day. I know she did. You was either a dancer or you studied. They're all practicing.
Right.
But you brothers, you got some heavy hitters here. Come here, you. Bootsy come. Bootsy come. Don't shoot what you got on right now. You better dance your ass off. All right? So brothers, let's do this thing. We ain't gonna lose.
It's a feast. On the dance floor, I'ma be a beast. Get up out of your seats. The Most High calling the sheep. Rejoicing. It's a feast. On the dance floor, I'ma be a beast. Get up out of your seats. The Most High calling the sheep. Rejoicing. Rejoicing. Rejoicing.
To the sun up, feast days coming. We gon' keep it going till the next one come up. Tell them not to run up. The Most High God is keeping more than 100 big time, and he ain't baby, but he number one.
I can't wait till the feast. Yeah, it's been a long week. Yeah, I need a release from this revolving door. So when they drop the beat, yeah, I'ma move my feet. Yeah, yeah, I'ma do my dance. Yeah. Yeah, you see my friends, yes. I've been waiting for this all week long. I've been waiting all week long.
It's a feast. On the dance floor, I'ma be a beast. Get up out of your seats. The Most High calling the sheep. Rejoicing. It's a feast. On the dance floor, I'ma be a beast. Get up out of your seats. The Most High calling the sheep, rejoicing. Brothers, y'all did y'all thing. Sisters, y'all did y'all thing too. Cap, no that didn't. The brothers suck. No, they did not. They did not do that thing. No, they did not. The sisters won again. Oh! The sheep, rejoicing. We can move to the left now. Make it back to the right. We can do it all night now. We can do it all night.
I've been waiting for this all week long. I've been waiting all week long.
Got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here. The hell wrong with you?
I just wanna live and serve the Most High. Yeah. That's the whole duty of man in this life. Yeah. I know I'm a soldier he put on the line. I'm ready to fight, yeah. Whoa. And they persecute me like I'm Jeremiah. That's what they do. His word is the truth and it burns like a fire.
Destruction's coming very soon. I'm just warning you.
This is how you love thy neighbor. They wanna see you fall, 'cause they see you strong. They mad at us, them haters mad, them haters mad at us, them haters mad, them haters mad at us, them haters mad, them haters mad.
Let's go. We go large XL, go far XL like a car, we accelerate. Push hard to the pedal brake, all for heaven's sake. To gold metal flakes on my head and face. I'm a specialized, weaponized, mechanized, set aside, son of God. And it may come a time, try to take one of mine. Still we at a 10-10 like a number 9, never nervous. Haters make them mad on purpose, 'cause we in the streets where the curve is. They online where the nerds is. Major clown, make them short circuit. Please back, I'm allergic. Psalms 133, that's big unity, that's urban. And we in the end, that's curtains. Workmen on the front line on purpose.
See you fall, 'cause they see you strong. I know them haters mad, them haters mad at us, them haters mad, them haters mad at us, them haters mad, them haters mad at us.
Hi haters, yeah. Still looking at me? Don't watch me, watch TV. Deeks in the streets with the heat, and where a hater be? Mad as hell and they see they ain't never been me, so a hater can't speak. Hey, get like me, got works on works, I'll sleep on sleep, eat meat, wanna be a beast. IUIC, we a nation of kings and priests, everything that we seem to be. If a hater got an issue, he can find us so easily. We in the streets where they need to be. Forget a PC, go hard on GP. It's innate when you believe. We sit through these fakers and laugh at these haters. It's pure motivation, more energy to achieve.
See you fall, 'cause they see you strong. I know them haters mad, them haters mad, them haters mad, they mad, they mad.
She do the turn that thing up.
If keys open doors like some dances, we pop locks. The Israelites is everywhere. They know we a hot topic. I'm saying we make more change than counting 100 pennies, or someone who made a milli off selling his soul for dough. We ain't niggas no more. Don't use hands no more. Rather the Bible to slap out all of that idol worship and devil courtship. Ain't a game. I don't need sportsmanship, especially after how you tortured us. Damn. This is the end of the road for you. Kingdom coming down, forever smoking. It's beautiful.
right, we're back from the break.
2 hour hidden radio.
Oh! We're back. So
okay,
go to North Africa again, and I want page 72. So we just left that. Tariq was at the tribe of Simeon. Shout out to the tribe of Simeon out there who are watching. That's your forefather, Tariq. All right, Captain Zeph, where you at?
Wait, I missed something?
Oh, you missed a
You missed a whole lot.
a whole lot.
So we watch it, bro.
Rewatch the show.
So we brought up that he's from the tribe of what?
Simeon. And Tariq was,
Well, who wrote this?
Also.
Who's the author?
Yeah, so let's read on. Let's just continue. Page 72. What if our Windsor got this from this book? What if our Windsor?
What's his email address? We'll have a conversation.
Gosh, man. What if our Windsor got? This is what if our Windsor. He cited from this book. You want page 72? Huh? No, North Africa. Yeah. Oh, you don't have 72? I didn't say that one? Hold on. Make sure this is it. Let me make sure. Hold on. Page 72. Page 73. Western Africa. Let me see if this is the right book I'm looking for. Or is it? No. I'm sorry. Go to Conquest. Wrong book. Conquest. I'm glad I wrote it over here. Conquest, page 72. Sorry about that.
Okay, are we going to fact check that? You don't believe that?
No. Simeon could live. They never live.
Oh, man. Page 72, we're going to start at Islam. And we're going to end at page 73, Western Africa. All right?
Islam, as when first presented to the Arabians, suited their tastes and promised to develop their powers. It exalted them in the scale of humanity.
Right, made them feel like they were the chosen people, even though they're not. But that ideology made them feel like the Lord chose Ishmael over Isaac, which is not the case, according to the Bible. Go ahead.
It gave them coherence. It seemed to ensure success. Thus, on the part of Musa, after a quick comprehension of the situation, the wholesale conversion of these Western tribes was a master stroke of policy, without which, indeed, his military projects would have had slow and painful progress, or would perhaps have failed entirely. We may give him credit as a propagandist, but the general wanted troops, and thus he secured them. He preached to them, he prayed with them, he consorted with them, and the results of his policy were immediately manifest in cheering. From the south, the people of Gadames and along the northern line of the Great Desert came flocking to his standard.
Go ahead. Page 73.
At one time, to the number of 12,000 seasoned and valiant warriors.
Right. Go ahead.
The war of the Muslim in Africa was at an end. The army of Musa was largely recruited, and combinations for unlimited conquest were formed.
Go ahead.
The inhabitants of the country, long known to the Romans as Mauritania, were called by the generic name of Mari, or Moors. And when this combination was formed, the host that was now ready to invade Spain under enthusiastic leadership of Musa appeared in history as the Arab Moors.
He appeared in history as the Arab Moors. Those of Mauritania became known as Arab Moors. Go ahead.
Who combined the native force and original momentum of the Arabians with the endurance and numbers of the people of Western Africa.
Right, with the endurance and numbers of the people of West Africa. So we refer to as Arab Moors, or Arabized Berbers. Same thing.
Right.
Hold on a second. Let's get. Hold on. Give me Jeremiah 2:25. So Israel ended up converting over to Islam heavily. Excuse me. Jeremiah 2:25. And then we get Deuteronomy 12 and 30 after that.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 2, verse 25. Withhold thy foot from being unshod, and thy throat from thirst.
Right, I mean, repent, return to the Lord. Go ahead.
But thou sayest, there is no hope.
We said there is no God. The God of Israel doesn't exist anymore. Go ahead.
No, for I have loved strangers, and after them will I go.
That's what Israel does. After strangers, we follow behind after strangers. That's how we ended up conquering Spain, following behind the Arabs, following behind their ideology. Go to Deuteronomy 12 and 30 now.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 12, verse 30. Take heed to thyself, that thou be not snared by following them. After that they be destroyed from before thee, and that thou inquire not after their gods, saying, how did these nations serve their gods? Even so will I do likewise.
So, guys, do not learn from these nations. Don't fall behind them to figure out how they serve their gods. That's what Israel did when it came to Islam. That's what we did. Now, initially, did we do that? No, we mocked the hell out of him. We mocked Islam. We mocked Muhammad. You got that book, that page?
Yes, sir.
Pull that out.
Pull that up.
I'm going to show you that initially, Israel did not respect Islam as a religion at all. That's why Islam turned Judaism into a competition. Many of us converted. Many of us, because the Muslims gained a huge stronghold in military and fierce might as they began to conquer and convert. But initially, when Islam was on the grassroots and it first started, when Muhammad first started spreading it, he first and foremost learned from the Jews, number one. Then after he gained the momentum and he gained a huge following of Jews that helped spread his religion, those who were sincere was like, yo, this is nonsense. I'm going to show you that right now.
Give me page 73.
How we took Islam, we didn't take Islam seriously at all when it first started.
No, page 73 of history. Brothers took the page earlier. Let me see. Come on.
So the Lord said, take heed to thyself, that thou be not snared by following them. After that, they be destroyed from before you. You already destroyed them. So that's evidence that their gods don't defend them. So why would you, after you destroy someone, turn around and say, how do I serve their God? If their God didn't defend them if their God didn't defend them when you conquered them, why would you go turn around and serve them? Israel is retarded, man. Something is wrong with our people, man. I'm telling you.
All right, that was the page. Now give me, yes. All right, blow that up. 73 and 74.
That's the same thing I said too about Haiti. We defeated the French, and then now we turn around, we're serving them as God.
Right, and serve their religion as gods. Yeah. Right. I mean, no damn sense.
Blow it up. No, go with, you see the mark at right there. I'm going to start here. Muhammad, for a long time, employed a Jewish scribe to do his correspondence.
See that? So our people were the ones that ended up helping to spread his ideology that he initially learned from us. So it gained momentum because Jews were spreading it along with the Arabs. Go ahead.
He himself, being unable to write.
He was illiterate. Go ahead.
These advances on the part of a man of so much promise were very flattering to the Jews of Medina.
The Jews of Medina initially was called Yathrib. I brought that out 2 weeks ago about how the place Medina was called Yathrib prior to that. Go ahead, before its conquest. Go ahead.
They looked upon him to some extent as a Jewish proselyte and expected to see Judaism through him attain to power in Arabia.
So we figured that because he learned from us, he was a convert of Judaism. Islam is very much an Arab version of Judaism. So we assumed that Muhammad learning from us, he was a convert, like we were doing in Spain. He would take our ideology and spread it in Arabia, so we'd be at peace. But watch.
Some of them followed him devotedly and were his faithful allies.
Some of the Jews, we simple as hell, followed him devotedly. Go ahead.
Amongst them was a learned youth, Abdallah ibn Salam, of the race of Qanuqa. Abdallah and other Jews assisted Muhammad in propagating the Quran.
See?
The unbelieving Arabs frequently reproached him, saying that he was an ear, accepted anything as truth, that it was not the angel Gabriel who was teaching him.
So his own people said, that dude, whatever he hears, the truth to him. Whatever Muhammad hears from anybody, he said, that's truth. So they called him an ear. The Arabs called Muhammad an ear. Whatever he heard, oh, wow, that's good, that's deep. Oh, that's deep. So those unbelieving Muslims who were pagans didn't respect him at this time. But the main ones pushing or propagating his religion, ideology, was the Jews because he learned from us. Go ahead.
That it was not the angel Gabriel who was teaching him,
Gabriel was not teaching. Gabriel did not visit this man and teach him anything. Go ahead.
but a mortal man. Nevertheless, though Abdallah ibn Salam and other Jewish Ansars supported him, they were far from abandoning Judaism on this account and continued to observe the Jewish commandments. And Muhammad was at first not offended by this conduct.
So the Jews taught him, and they saw that he was pushing Judaism also, and they weren't offended at this time. So he started. This is the time when Islam is at its grassroots. Watch.
But only a small number of Jews of Medina joined the band of believers, particularly when they perceived his selfish efforts.
They realized Muhammad was selfish. Go ahead.
His haughtiness.
His prideful, pompous.
And his insatiable love of women.
He was a hoe. He was a whore. He was a man whore. Go ahead.
They bore in their hearts too high an ideal of their ancient prophets to place this enthusiast who longed after every beautiful woman on an equal footing with them.
This guy can't be no prophet of ours. He's not on the level of our forefathers as a prophet when he's a freaking whoremonger. Go ahead.
See him, said the Jews. He is not satisfied with food and has no other desire than that of being surrounded by women.
You insulted him. Go ahead.
If he is a prophet, he should confine himself to his duties as a prophet and not turn to women.
Damn. Go ahead.
Other Jews said, if Muhammad is a prophet, he should appear in Palestine. For only in that place God appears to his elect.
Boom. Only in that place God appears to his elect. Not no Arabia. His prophets are from Palestine. He ain't from Palestine.
Damn,
that's what we said.
That's Amos what?
Amos
2:11.
Who was 2:11? Who are you? We had the part again?
Other Jews said if Muhammad is a prophet, he should appear in Palestine. For only in that place God appears unto his elect.
Right, go ahead.
The Jews also objected to him, saying, you pride yourself on being of Abraham's faith, but Abraham did not use the flesh and milk of camels. Muhammad's chief opponents on the Jewish side were Phineas ibn Azura.
That's Phineas.
Phineas ibn Azura, a man of
caustic wit.
Caustic wit who sees every opportunity to make Muhammad appear ridiculous.
He made sure to embarrass this dude. Every time he had a chance, he would insult this dude. Go ahead.
And Abdullah, the son of Asura, who was looked upon as the most learned Jew in Hedges. Phineas is the author of a witty answer to Muhammad's invitation to the Jewish tribe of Benu Kanuka to accept Islam. Muhammad, in his epistles, had used the words, lend yourselves unto God as a beautiful pledge. Phineas answered, God is so poor that he borrows from us.
Lend yourselves to God as a beautiful pledge. Phineas answered, God is so poor, he borrows from us. He just said, basically he said, what are you talking about? Lend yourselves to God for what? Go ahead.
Thus, the Jewish opponents of Muhammad placed a ridiculous meaning on his sayings and revelations. And treated him contemptuously.
They hated him. Go ahead.
Not anticipating that the fugitive from Mecca, who had come to Medina for assistance, would shortly humble and in part destroy their tribes.
Yes.
And that he would control the destiny. That's it.
That's it. So he went from being mocked and ridiculed for being full of BS and being a manhole to being a conqueror and overthrowing us. That's the origin of Islam. You understand? Who spread Islam? We did. When you have your coat. We did. We did. All right, so let's go back to where we're at.
And now today we wholeheartedly follow this guy.
Now Jersey and Philly is full of brainwashed Israelites following that nonsense that we knew back then was garbage.
Yo, can I borrow this?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Cap. Yes, sir.
I plead to your cause for the show today.
I know. That's why I'm, Yes, sir.
Conquest of Spain. We'll talk after the show. I'm going to cap that book. Conquest of Spain, Volume 1. We're going to read page 2.
Some good stuff.
Page 240. We'll just read it. Page 246.
You have that page?
Yeah, I think they have all of them.
You all right, Jess. You all right.
All praises, man.
Give him that book.
Don't give it to him, Deacon?
No. 245. 245.
Hey, you hit the harder, man.
Hey,
that was orders. That was orders from the Deacon.
You cannot threaten now.
Hey, can I borrow it?
Oh, you want to use nicer terms, huh?
Yes, sir. Like rent it?
Rent it.
Page 245.
We'll
We're
talk
gonna
after this, Cap.
we're gonna start at B and end at unprepared.
$5 a page.
That's wicked.
Be this.
I'll make sure unprepared's in here. Hold on. Unprepared. Hold on a second.
It's on the side here if that's what you're looking for.
This is unprepared. Yes, that's it. No, it's just prepared. Yes, that's it. Yeah, B. Yeah, go ahead.
Be this as it may, the danger had become imminent, and it found Roderick unprepared.
Roderick was the Visigothic king. He was unprepared when we came, when we set foot in there to take over Spain. Esau had no idea what he was scrambling. Oh man, they weren't expecting us to come and overthrow them. They got caught off guard. Roderick was unprepared. That name is very important. Roderick was unprepared. Go ahead.
He should have been with a large army on the shores.
He should have been. Go ahead.
Of the Bay of Gibraltar. All that he could do instead was to send down in haste one or more reconnoitering parties, which could only inform the king of his accomplishment and of the advance. In the words of a letter conceived by the chronicler, as giving the most exact impression of the real state of the case, the surprise and the consternation, Theodomir says to Roderick, "My lord, there have come forces adverse to us from parts of Africa. Whether they have dropped from heaven or sprung up through the earth, I know not."
Where they come from? We don't know where they came from. Go ahead.
Having found them suddenly before me and encountering them on my path, I resisted them with all my power and did my utmost to maintain the passage, but have been compelled to yield their numbers.
To yield to their numbers.
And to yield to their numbers and the impetuosity of their attacks. Wherefore, they have finally encamped on our soil in despite of my efforts.
I failed you, my lord. They're here. They made it. They're in here. Go ahead.
And now, my lord, since the matter is thus, I entreat you to succor us with all speed and with the largest force you can muster. Come yourself also in person, for that will be better than all.
Go ahead.
This dispatch, handed down by tradition, probably reached Roderick not at Toledo, but hastening down from the northern frontier, withered by the crafty advice of Ion.
They're going to stop the compass of war.
Yes, sir. Ion has sent his troops to quell the unquieted Cantabrians and to put down an insurrection in the territory of...
Go to the Spanish. Jump to the Spanish and the compass of war.
Okay, yes, sir. The Spanish historians, on the other hand, and with more truth, seek for some consolation in their defeat by exaggerating their really weak and unprepared condition.
They try to exaggerate. I think they'll put up a good fight. They were unprepared. Go ahead.
What a force, says Mariana. The army was composed of all sorts of rubbish gathered.
The army was composed of all sorts of rubbish. He just gathered some people. Yo, come fight. Get. Hey, you janitor, come fight. You gardener, come fight. This is unprepared.
You get the homeless.
The homeless. Hey, you over there eat out the garbage can. Come on, come fight. Hit a sword in your hand.
Nobody with training.
Nobody trained. Go ahead.
Gathered without discrimination, with but little drill. They had neither strength in their bodies nor valor in their souls.
Go ahead.
The squadrons were badly organized, the arms eaten with rust, the horses lean or weak, unused to bear dust, heat, and stormy weather.
Comfortable. They were comfortable. Go ahead.
They were marvelous cowards, without courage, and even without the physical strength to endure the toils and discomforts of war.
Sad. Discomforts of war. So sad, so sad. Let's get, where we at? Page 80. The Eastern.
That's it. All right.
You say the Eastern?
Yes, sir.
What is it? Make sure. Look for it. Okay, yeah, the Eastern and at in the world. It's in there. Okay, go ahead.
The Eastern contingent was formed of soldiers and the sons of soldiers for 3 or 4 generations.
This is our army. Our army consisted of soldiers and sons of soldiers for 3 to 4 generations. So you had a generation of fighters. From great-grandfather to grandfather to father to son, is all warriors in the army. Man. So remember, Esau's army was janitors, bums, little kindergarten children. And then you had warrior upon warrior through generations in our army. So you know it was easy pickings. Go ahead.
The Eastern contingent was formed of soldiers and the sons of soldiers for 3 or 4 generations. Every man was reduced to muscle and was in the best fighting condition.
Every man.
Yeah.
Every man was reduced to muscle. Everybody in the army of Jake was diesel. Everyone's muscle. Yo, mine's bigger. No, mine's bigger. No, mine's bigger. In the army, we didn't care.
Hey, Jez.
I knew that was coming.
What's that? Okay. Yo, Cat, what's going on over there?
I just say,
what's
hey,
that?
Jez.
You see, I taught you, Jez?
Nah, I know he going, man.
I just say your name.
All right, bet. All right, Cat.
Y'all
I'm read it again, man.
Every man, come on.
The Eastern contingent was formed of soldiers and the sons of soldiers for
Which
3.
lineage he came from?
Oh, man.
Sound like one of the janitors. Sweet.
Yo.
All right, man. That's cool. You know, that's cool.
Oh, man.
He took a vacation just for 1 hour.
Yup.
Perhaps.
Yeah, he back now. All
He's
right.
gonna say I'm sorry and I repent and today atonement.
Yep, he go right back. Hey.
Right?
Where we at,
That's
D?
you going? Is that you going with it? After they say that? After
Cap,
that
man,
you going?
Cap, you're going to get caught one day before the Day of Atonement because Christman just came in before the Day of Atonement.
Oh,
what you
man.
going to be doing there, Cap?
I repent today, then.
Cap?
I repent today. Scripture said die daily.
I knew you about to. Yo, he always say that. Cap always say that die daily stuff, man.
I
All right.
apologize. You forgive me?
You good. I'll forgive you.
Cat died every second. He gonna die
Every
daily.
second, yeah.
He dies every second.
But
every
Cap
minute.
can't be trusted, man, because he going to do it again after
Yeah.
you forgive him.
No, I really apologize this time. Like, I understand my error in my ways.
Oh,
I'm
snap.
trying to get better, man.
You get that like every week, right?
Your Cat, man, just fast or something, man.
No, I am. I'm going to do that this week.
All right, let's
Thank you for the book.
All right, here we go.
Don't give him that book. Go ahead, read it up.
The Eastern contingent was formed of soldiers and the sons of soldiers for 3 or 4 generations. Every man was reduced to muscle and was in the best fighting condition.
In the best fighting condition. Damn, man. It's like we were literally groomed to go in there and conquer Edom. For war. From generations. Like, listen, man, you're going to raise you, you're going to join the army.
Right.
And remember, these are El Kahina's sons also. The priestess queen, her sons is in that too. They was already well groomed from their mother and the men under her. So this is a whole clique of monsters, black and brown monsters.
Like they were born for this purpose right
Born
here.
for this purpose right here. Go ahead.
To power of endurance and experience in war.
They had power of endurance and experience in war. Go ahead.
Their long succession of victories had added prestige and wealth. As warriors of God and his prophet, the meanest of them could aspire to the highest earthly honors as the reward of constancy and valor. And if he fell in battle, he was sure of the immortal joys of paradise. These qualities, acquirements, and hopes they had imparted to their new allies.
Go ahead.
Their long and arduous campaigns in countries differing greatly in topography had taught them the principles of strategy.
Damn.
The military grasp of the nature and resources of an extended territory. While in continual battle, they had acquired with their skill in arms the simple tactics suited to their needs, the first principles of which was to attack the enemy wherever he presented himself.
Go ahead.
They had a large contingent of cavalry, which they increased whenever they could procure or capture horses. They kept up the Arabian breeze as far as they could, especially that of the Kochalani, which had a lineage of more than 15 centuries and which were to be the progenitors of the famous Barbary horses.
Our horses, the Barbary horses, we had the best horses, and they're referred to as Barbary horses. We would breed them, make sure we would breed them, because they were big and strong. Go ahead.
Thus, to overrun a country, retire unbroken from unexpected resistance, and return speedily to the attack. The Arab Moors, now about to enter Spain, were the finest and readiest light troops in the world.
Oh my God. We're the finest and readiest light troops in the world.
Can you imagine the fear in the other nation's face? Yo, listen, I ain't gonna lie. If I was other nations, I'll put you in slavery too. I'll wipe away your memory too. Yo, who wants to deal with something like that? Look how we are just in our ignorance.
Right.
And our weakest
And,
state also.
and this is our weakest state. The niggas are still monsters.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, you get in a fight. That's why the Esau carries guns. And that's why they're fighting for the right. They say, yo, we let this, and that's why they want to keep us in our conditions. They say, yo, we let these guys get the mindset for the Nat Turners, the Gabriel Prossers, the Davids, the
King Arthur,
the King Arthurs, the Joshuas. They say, yo, what kind of damage is going to be done?
Mm-hmm.
That's why they come in gun blazing.
Yeah, they have to use guns. They have to use guns.
So what we're reading right now is the beginning of Malachi 1, verse 1. You got to get it. This is it. This is the beginning of it.
Bring it on.
This overthrowing of them. Roderick was not prepared. He wasn't ready. Roderick was not ready.
No,
he wasn't ready. No,
I wasn't ready.
He was not ready. Roderick was not ready. The difference is that Esau learns from his mistakes. We don't.
Right. Nope.
Esau said, never again. Keep those images of the Moors up on the walls and so forth, because that's never going to happen again.
It's a
Malachi 1, verse 1. Yep.
The book of Malachi, chapter 1, verse 1. The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord? Yet I love Jacob. And I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness.
Left his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. He was overthrown. He fell. This is his conquest. They're reading his conquest now. All right, now. I should stop here and answer. I should stop here.
That's why they're trying to weaken us, poison us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They turn the gangs against each other.
Mm-hmm. I'll answer questions for the next 2 minutes. I'll answer. Anyone have any questions? Before I wrap it up, I'll wrap it up with that. Because next week I'll go into what ended up happening. If you don't have any questions, just text us the questions. What's the number again? Post the number up again. The number is 267-702-6121. Okay, that's 267-702-6121. Any questions regarding the class? Don't ask me about spaceships. Don't ask me about the constellations. About the class. Don't ask me if Adam wore Jordans. I don't know. If Eve had extensions, I don't know. Please, Jesus. That's gonna be crazy, wacky questions, man. The 12 tribes chart. Did I go over the 12 tribes chart? No, don't ask me that stuff. I went over that parts ago. Part 1, watch part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and put it together yourself. Go over that again.
Stop being black.
Did Solomon create toothpaste?
Bruh.
Come on, man. Yeah, exactly.
Bruh. Like
You
I
got
said,
is that a question right there? Y'all can text us your questions. Hurry up. We ain't got much time. We got another 10 minutes, so
got a
call in
snowstorm
now.
coming.
Call in now. Text us the question.
That's a question up there, right?
There's a question right there, isn't it? That's from last week.
All
Any
right.
questions regarding today's class? If not, then I'm gonna should I?
We got some time, D.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on to one more thing. Get page 391. Page 391, same book.
Yeah, somebody want to give a book? Is that what it is?
No, that's old.
Nah, yeah, that's old.
That's old. That's from before. I got page 391. In view, yes. Yes, we'll end it here, yes. Page 391, yes, come on, let's go. We're gonna fly here real
Jess,
quick.
let's go.
Page 391, we're gonna go to in view. This is where it gets with Malachi 1 is shown to y'all clear in history. I'm gonna show it to y'all. Page 391, in view.
In view of the fierce incursion of Musa, which had, next page.
Musa was the Arabic leader over the whole overthrow. And the Israelites were the army, okay? That's who Musa was. Not Mansa Musa. No, this is an Arab Musa, Arabic Musa.
Ishmaelite.
Ishmaelite Musa, right, yes.
Of which had paralyzed Christian Spain. The modern historians of Spain is led to inquire, had Spain really expired as a nation? Was the God of the Christians in all parts tributary to the God of Islam? To these questions, he proudly answers, no. She still lived, though destitute and poor, in a narrow corner of what had been a vast and powerful kingdom.
Wait. Go back. Where you at? In view, let me find where you're at. In view of the fierce incursion of Musa.
It's all the way at the bottom.
You're on P92 now, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
Paralyzed Christian Spain. The modern historian of Spain is led to inquire, had Spain really expired as a nation? Was the God of the Christians in all parts tributary to the God of Islam? To these questions, he proudly answers, no. She still lived.
Like she's still around. So were the Edomite Christians conquered forever? No. Temporary. It was temporary.
Oh, Deacon, we have a caller.
A phone call. Okay. Y'all late, but I'll take it. Come on.
Sorry. Shalom.
Hey, shalom. How you doing, sis? What's going on?
I'm good. It's me from Ohio. How y'all doing?
Good,
panel?
sis. Shalom.
Hi. I just have a question for today's class.
Uh-huh.
So like today, the most Muslims, we do have the blacks claiming to be Muslims,
right?
And then you have the Arabs that have that are Muslims too. So is that the reason? Because I used to always wonder why, if y'all are Muslims, why do those Arab Muslims of today, which look like Edomites, why do they hate y'all black Muslims? Like you would never see a marriage between, they don't accept a marriage between the two. So is that what you're going over today? Because what I'm getting is the Muslims, a lot of us Israelites converted over to Muslim, and they know this, that we are Israelites. So is that why they don't accept us? And is that why the Muslims of today, the black ones, because I was watching some of you and the captain's street camps, and how a lot of Muslim guys came up and wanted to argue. A couple of them wanted to look like they wanted to fight y'all. They don't understand that you are really Israel, claiming to be Muslim.
Right.
And they don't understand that.
Right. Well, the Muslims know the true history behind who we are, as you said, and they look at us as inferior. Despite our conversion, even now they have us as slaves in those areas of the Maghreb today, Mauritania, Libya, Algeria. They have us as slaves over there even now. Even as sharecroppers were over there as well. So that's the reason why. We're looked at as inferior. The Bible says all nations will hate us, and that's the reason why. Despite our converting to their ideology, they still frown upon us. Look upon us as cushy or nigger. So that's the reason why. It's that hatred. That's all.
The hatred, but knowing also we are the true chosen people.
Right. They know that also. I would say the older ones do. The older ones know. Most of the old ones know. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so I was kind of confused on that. So that's where that comes from.
Right, exactly.
Okay,
Yep.
okay. Well, thank you. And also, I just want to say, I don't have PayPal. I don't know how to do all that. And I have been holding on to this $100 to send to y'all.
Oh, sis.
If y'all do like Bishop did for Shout Out Tuesday for us older people who don't know how to do that.
Right.
Is there somewhere where we can send a check or money order?
Yeah, you could send them a check on money order.
Okay. I was going to send it to Bishop for Shout Out Tuesday.
We have to get our information.
We'll get you
sis, email me at iuic.philadelphia@israelunite.org.
Okay.
All right. IUIC dot Philadelphia@israelunite.org. You can email me. I'll give you the instructions.
Okay. I appreciate that. Want to get this to y'all. Love y'all.
Thank you, sis.
And just keep doing what y'all doing, and shalom to everyone.
All praise, sis. Thank you very much.
All right, shalom, sis.
Thank you.
All right, so we're going to wrap it up. We're going to wrap it up for now. We're going to get into the downfall of Edom based upon Malachi verse 1:1-3, the fall of Edom.
That's next week?
That's next week. So I was going there now, but it's okay. I'll leave it alone because it's another topic. So I'll leave it alone there. I'll end it there. Hope you enjoyed the class. Hope I got information out of it. And we're gonna wrap it up. All right, shalom, and see y'all for chapter 22. Chapter 22, Lord's Will next week. All right, shalom.
All right, shalom, Israel.
Wait.
Oh.
I'll have Officer Abaddon, make a closing statement since he hasn't contributed anything to today's lesson.
All praises.
All praise to the Most High. All praise for Deacon's class. Make sure everybody follows our Hidden History Radio YouTube channel. And make sure to follow our IUIC Philadelphia in the classroom to go into more history on the Indian slave trade. Captain Joel has been doing a great job going into that. So make
Phenomenal.
Sure you tune in. That thing is amazing. So make sure y'all tune in. All praise to the Most High.
Donations.
Oh, donations. Also, make sure to send your donations to iuic.newjersey@israelunite.org if you want to send donations for the book fund or also for the school, and to help out the equipment for the show to make it look better for y'all guys. So,
You forgot one more thing.
One more thing?
Donations to Captain Joel's book fund.
The book fund. The book fund. Captain Joel book fund.
Booster Club.
Booster Club.
Oh, yeah, sorry, Booster Club. No, sorry, Booster Club. Booster Club.
The email for Booster Club?
12 crowns. Booster Club, IUIC.fundraising@israelunite.org.
Right. All praise. Make sure y'all do that, Israel. With that, we say.
With that, we say
Shalom.
Shalom.
Let's find grace.
Right, shalom, Israel.
Thank you for tuning in to our Hidden History Radio. Cut.
Searching for the road to the way back. We don't know our father's going way back. Do you